Welcome back to the 5-2 Theory. It's your boy Sebs here.
Like Jesus.
You got something on your pause on your mouth, brother. Bro.
Keys.
Yo. Bro, this Keys.
Yo, bro. Don't talk about it, bro.
Bro.
I really just stopped crying.
Let's just say Keys has to make a new Twitter, guys.
I'm not making a new Twitter. Twitter done.
You have to make a new Twitter.
I don't. Twitter is done.
We're podcasters, bro. You need a Twitter.
Twitter is done.
Just tweet out the podcast page. Don't get that suspended.
I'm gonna get that thing suspended. I don't know if I'm
What happened, though, bro? You said you came back to lunch and what happened?
shit says zeros.
Yeah, they suspended Keys because it looked like someone had like a.
He said he came to lunch. He said my
follower said 0. I said, what the fuck? He said he couldn't interact with anybody.
Bro, I got some of my best tweets off at lunch, bro. You know how salty that is?
Yeah.
Bro,
Oh,
can I just read what it says?
Yeah, look.
Big ass banner. Y'all can see it right at the top. Your account is suspended. After careful review, we determined your account broke the X rules. First of all, fuck you. Your account is permanently in read-only mode, which means you can't post, repost, or like content. You won't be able to create new accounts. If you think we got this wrong, you can submit an appeal. Fuck you.
You won't be able to create new accounts. It's crazy.
Yeah, because I created a new account already, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
I think they meant like with the same email address.
I have used the same email address.
You use the same email address? Get that job.
Think about that. Clip. Yo, bro. Y'all are hilarious. I keep looking down. If you're watching this on YouTube, I keep looking down because 2 times in a row, we got about 40 minutes in yesterday, and our SD card messed up. I switched out SD cards. I updated the firmware and the recorder. And this week, I'm just going to announce it here because it seemed like everybody's fed up. And we're going to buy a new recorder. So, you know, because at this point, it's cutting into our time. It's going to come with all types of shit. I'm going to be in this joint like a DJ. So, yeah.
Can't let Keith get that job, bro.
Yeah, we're not letting Keith get that joint. He's going to be making the noise like he did doing the Discord. Yeah, it's over. It's over.
Shit like that.
Oh, we gotta put that.
Nah,
we gotta get the Don DeMarco John. Because if you say a bar, you say a bar. But
the other John is no.
all the other shit, no. You're clipped.
Bro, I can't stop crying.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, if y'all see our faces, we were literally just crying, laughing at Keith losing his account. Keith, clip this up for yourself.
As a reminder.
Yeah, like,
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, clip this up. Matter of fact, we're going to start a petition. Get my man
I
account
ain't
back.
hold you. I like my Twitter.
Oh, I'm not like adding nobody. You say we just gonna start.
I was so close to getting some Allen Bucks.
Oh yeah, he got all those impressions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right to the podcast, but y'all want to kiki.
I mean, they wasn't gonna cut the check because
They was about to cut a big check. Listen,
How many
bro,
impressions
Ellen
you
Bucks was close.
How many?
The Ellen Bucks was close.
How many impressions did you?
The Ellen Bucks were close.
Did you get 5 million?
The Ellen Bucks were close.
He got like 4.8.
The Elon Bucks were close.
He probably had 4.8. He's almost close.
When I checked, it was like 2 million.
Bro, they suspended it right before I got on lunch because right before we can't be on our phones because we working and shit, I was on my Twitter.
And how many impressions did you have?
The Elon Bucks were close.
Right,
Yo, he won't tell us the number,
it's
but
missing,
yeah, man.
That's pocket watching.
No, it's not. We don't know your
money. I just want to know how many impressions.
The Elon Bucks were close.
Yeah, I'm about to start tweeting for engagement off the podcast page. If y'all see me saying some wild shit and fitting agendas or starting them, mind your fucking business.
No, don't mind me.
Engage.
Get angry.
Yeah, get angry. It's used to ignite the people. Yeah, but we've been having some technical difficulties, man. We in here on a day after where it's supposed to be like our pod recovery day. Yeah, Keith's even looking at the recorder now. Like, I hope that shit don't say no letters. Yeah, man, technical difficulties. Switched out. We got like 4 memory cards. We got we got 2 backup hard drives. I only gave Keith 1. He don't even know about the other one. All types of shit, man. We there. We almost a real podcast. We 38 episodes in. Episode 38.
I mean, I'm gonna call this 39 because
Yeah, this shit really like might be 40 for real.
might be 40 for real.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah.
We get into them numbers where you can't think of a player.
Yeah, you definitely definitely can't think of a player.
Oh,
I got somebody for 39.
Yeah, I got some people for 39, 40, 41. But,
I got Harrison Barnes for 40.
uh,
I'm big because he's. Never mind. But yeah.
I mean, that's Big Bag Barnes though. You know how to get a check.
Give a fuck about his bag. I'm not even gonna ask y'all how y'all week was because it's very redundant compared to yesterday. How was y'all day coming into the day today? Cause y'all both tired of shit.
Horrible.
How about you, Keith? Besides the
long
tour.
and tiring. No, I'm not really.
Pause.
Long and tiring is not a pause.
You know,
we move.
My coworker had a crazy pause moment earlier, but I couldn't say it. He was like, he was talking about this cold base. He was like, yeah, it's real long and hard. I had to hold my laugh, bro.
No. My instructor, bro. First of all, first day we.
Pauses in corporate spaces are the craziest shit because people, it'd be like, are you doing this on purpose? I'll be having to step back.
Bro, he was really like, he measured it with his finger,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I was
like-
sitting there like, you draw.
Like, boy grabbed 2 pieces of pizza. My fault. See, boy grabbed 2 pieces of pizza. Talking about it's too big for my mouth. I'm like, I just walked off. Why you eat 2 slices of pizza at once? What are you doing? Are you doing this on purpose?
We got this one instructor. The first day we was talking about, functions of the job, and he was like, "Yeah, so tell me about the D." We was like, "What?" Like we didn't know each other at this point. Like everybody, all my friends that are in the class with me, we ain't know each other at this point. We locked eyes, like, bro, what this nigga just say? So today we talking about schedules, and he like, yeah, sometimes you're gonna miss a couple holidays, you're gonna miss a birthday, you're just gonna have to suck it up and swallow it. He was like, bro, what are you talking about?
What are we
Like
doing here?
he's not doing it on purpose.
Nah, he's doing it on purpose.
No, he's not.
Gotta be.
He's
I
not.
ain't gonna lie. If I was, once I get to like 45, 50, I'm gonna start doing shit like that. Like on purpose.
Because you niggas gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. You give them the benefit of the
And
doubt.
I know exactly.
Suck it up and
I'm
take
gonna come
it.
home and tell my wife,
Suck it up
babe,
and
you know what I
swallow.
did today? I'm like, babe, you know what I did today? I got them kids like 7 times. They don't even know.
Yeah, he be fucking my head up with
I
the
be thinking
shit
like,
he be saying.
like when Terrence is depicting a kid trying to say, I would do better in the gym, and they're like scribble scrabble. These kids are trolling this, bro. It gotta be. Just like I'm thinking that old head was trolling y'all.
He wasn't trolling.
Different generations, they trolling this, bro. They trolling this. I'm sure about it at this point.
Yeah, my mom had me on. I'll be like, hey, yo, mom, what's going on?
Yeah, like, what are you saying right now?
What's going on? But, yeah, we had a long week in Philly last week. A drama-filled week. I couldn't even get to my shop right in my area. I couldn't drive through the plaza. I had to walk half a mile to get to the shop right. All because people wanted to loot. Now, I'm all for disruptive protests. What do you call it? Constructive protesting, should I say. Not just mindless. I felt like that was mindless.
Before you came here, I was listening to Chad and Matt was like, why are you looting on Bro and Glenwood? And I was like, you know what? You got a great point. Well, like, why would you be on Bro and Glenwood protesting?
Yeah.
What is there?
The loot and mugshot, like, the thing is, it seemed like it was more people as far as looting droves than there was with the family. Rest in peace to Eddie Irizarry. I'm sorry. Rest in peace to him. But it seemed like it was more people looting than there was at the actual peaceful protest that his family had.
You know what's crazy? I remember when they was like, they put out the tweet like people were going downtown to see about the protest. It didn't interrupt nothing I had to do that day. I went to the gym. My gym is like right in that area. I didn't have any problem getting to the gym. It was actually a peaceful protest. The looting shit is disrupted like 3 things I had to do. So it was just like,
Yeah, you had to grab a bottle a couple days later. Shit, all fine wine and spirits. And like, what if my grandma worked there? Like now, I mean, it's
maybe what if I wanted a game at GameStop and shit? Like,
and looting has been a part of protesting. As a part of the branch in the sense of protesting. It's supposed to economically hurt people, but I think it was more, I would say, productive, quote unquote.
because you weren't harming your community.
You were harming your
Bro and
community.
Glenwood is the community.
Like, we're harming our community. Now, there might be less, because of focus groups and just the government setting it up to where there's less black-owned businesses or concentration of black-owned businesses in certain areas, and, like, Germantown Avenue and whatnot now. And just Germantown as a whole.
Shit that used to be
Black
black epicenters
Yeah,
is not really a
exactly.
black epicenter, but it's still in the community of black people.
and it's like you mentioned on our messed up. Yeah, like basically, guys was mentioning like people were breaking into family-owned pharmacies, black-owned family pharmacies, versus the CVS. Yeah. That's a totally different dynamic.
So like my grandparents go to the black. Well, I don't even think it's black-owned, but it's the family-owned pharmacy. It's not the big conglomerate.
Yeah.
If you go break into that, what if my grandpa or my grandma needs some medicine in a day? Like,
right.
You're directly affecting my family. You're doing more damage than anything.
Yeah. Now I gotta drop my I gotta drop my leave work early, possibly lose some money if I get paid per hour. Thank God I get paid per salary, but if I gotta leave work 2 hours early to go take
it's
mom
that get paid salary and get overtime. You take away from overtime pay.
Like, I miss those days. But like
shit, me too.
Like, what happens when it's like I have to leave work early, 2 hours early, or I couldn't do my overtime today because I gotta take my mom basically to 2 counties over because y'all looted the wrong spot. You know what I mean? Like, I just felt like it was a lot. I saw a lot of dumb shit. I saw a lot of people, and then I'm not like an extremist where it's like, oh, these kids looting again, but it's like,
well, a different stat I didn't know. Only 3 people that they released on like the arrest sheet were under the age of 18. Everybody else was above.
Oh, nigga, you ain't see the sheet? It was niggas 39, 42.
It was down bad.
Yeah, I thought they were too. But that's what happens within the poorest major city. Like, there was one guy, looked like a Hispanic guy. He broke into a Family Dollar, and I was telling my mom, like, damn, that's fucked up. She was like, yo, no, like, I'm like, no, like, they don't even have good food there. Like, you're not even they don't have getting anything besides cleaning supplies.
Yeah. And it's not even the best cleaning supplies.
Yeah, so it's like,
just like what you can salvage from.
Exactly. So it's like, damn, bro, shit really bad out here. You know what I mean? And I understand shit is bad, but people are taking frivolous things, sneakers, which is a necessity.
You're taking
at the same time, GameStop. Come on, bro.
GameStop's don't even get the latest games no more.
Like, what's going on?
You're taking a DS Lite from 06.
Like,
what are you doing?
They taking the phones we was trying to
it's not right.
Taking the phones.
Yeah, like you just taking shit that you can't reuse. I mean, what you gonna play, Sonic? I mean,
yes. Yeah.
I mean, I would like to play Sonic Riders, but still.
Yeah, he's definitely gonna play Sonic. But how do you feel about the meatball thing?
I wish we could have salvaged the clip, but I just feel like she's 21. Her brain isn't fully developed. I said it. Like she's built her brain off dumb shit, so she can't go do nothing like positive, like because that's not what people follow her for. So she has to go do insane shit for clout, and her goal is to make money off it at the end of the day. Her goal is to get the impressions, and we live in a world where it isn't the positive shit anymore. It's the dumbest sensationalized shit ever. Unless it's like cute pets or shit, nobody really wants to see positive shit. It's even like when people post it was a video of a guy and his daughter, and the mom posted like, oh, my daughter stole my man, and like he kissed his daughter like on the lips. That's his daughter. That's of him. So like him kissing his daughter is not sexualized. It wasn't even like a sexualized kiss. It was like one of wow. Like,
I kissed my mom on the lips, so I was like 8.
Shit you do to babies. So it was just like. Even shit like that gets negative comments, but somebody like Meatball having 10,000 people on her live looting, it's like, it's all fun and games. It's just like we're sensationalizing wrong shit, and that's how she's built her brand. She doesn't really know right from wrong yet. I mean, she does, but like not to the extent where she can fully develop brain thinking it through. Like, yo, if I go do this, these are the consequences. Or maybe like the young boy coming out of the store and the cops tackling him like, shit was cool. Shit wasn't cool, bro. You're breaking all these laws, and I don't think she can really think that far. She just trying to get a check at the end of the day.
That young boy left that Lululemon with no sense of urgency.
He was strolling out like, yo, shit. It was like, yo,
shit thorough,
shit cool. I didn't really take. I mean, in his defense, he didn't have a bag. He didn't have anything in his hands. But you were breaking all laws, brother.
I think that's another thing. We're so ignorant now, and in such masses, because they took civics out of school.
They took civics out of school?
I don't know many people that took civics in Philadelphia School District. I'm gonna keep it being.
They took everything out of school besides English and math.
No, I'm not even like.
No, I know Ben. I don't know a lot of people that took civics in high school.
That's crazy.
I mean,
I might want to do a poll.
Just really think about it, right? Or even if it's in school, it's not implemented well. Just really think about it, right? People don't understand my mom always says this when I'm like the next presidential election, I really don't want to vote. I feel like Dave Chappelle has this, I think is part genius. I'm not sure where he got it from, but he says if somebody keeps making you choose between a lesser of two evils, you become more easily manipulated.
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
and indoctrinated.
Yeah, so it's like because you're going to have to root for somebody, right?
And it's like he stabbed me, but she won't.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want.
I don't want to get shot in the face.
Yeah.
But he stabbed me. I'll take the stab,
Yeah.
and then it becomes like, oh, all right, he just.
You're a victim.
Yeah, exactly. And everybody's a victim unless you playing the game with them, and even then, the lower level people are the victims. Like my mom says this, and she just said earlier at a good talk, where she just basically was like, I don't respect the thinking of the people that I'm just not gonna vote. They don't really affect my life. And then you look at it, and it's like everything in your life is affected by voting. Mm-hmm. Every single little thing, down to the food in your area, the water supply, every single thing. So she's just like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it does not make sense. And then you have things like Obama.
People think of the numbers game. It's just like they don't think their one vote has a lot of change, but it's just like numbers add up.
Yeah,
like, ones add up.
She was explaining how Obama wasn't allowed to appoint. They capped when he lost the Senate. They capped him off at appointing only 50 judges, and they usually get to appoint 200, and it was 150 left. When Trump came in, and Mitch McConnell brags about this, he was able to appoint 350.
Yeah, I watched the whole documentary.
And my mom was like, "Look, think about it. A lot of our young men, we are disproportionately in the prison system, and if I'm appointing all the federal judges,
whose fault is it?
Like, so it's like you don't see the connection, but you in the streets, but I don't vote.
They don't think that far.
Yeah, nobody exactly because they don't see the like.
They don't see how it directly affects them until they're in front of it. Then they go read a book and it's like, damn.
That's what I'm trying to go back to.
Why like the little white kid gets out of the judge because that judge knows him.
Yeah,
he was in a country club program or a Boy Scout with somebody that he's closely connected to. He's like, but that's little Tommy. He be getting in trouble. But
I remember. Yeah,
I can't vouch for him.
I did smoke the Wiggles with his mom back then. I didn't know why Tommy like that. You know what I mean? All types of shit. But it's just a thing of I see Meatball as a victim, but at the same time, it can't be a point to where we get so liberal where we let her get away with everything. I think she's so not necessarily ignorant overall, but ignorant of the law. I think she genuinely truly believes I don't have no stolen merchandise on me. I didn't do nothing.
It was the girl in the video that was getting arrested with the guy. She was like, I don't have nothing. He was just like, you was in there.
Yeah, you're not even allowed to be in there. Like that's trespassing. That's burglary.
At minimum.
Exactly. So it's like it becomes a thing of as a community.
Where's the accountability?
Yeah, like as a parent, as her neighbors, as her village or whatever, whether it's her teacher or not, they all failed her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They
like,
only need structure.
Yeah, it's no
community.
There's no community. There's no sense of accountability. Like at 21, I knew not to go. Like, you know what I mean? I saw niggas break into somewhere that was very valuable before, and I just walked by, and I was like, let me walk a little faster. Actually, I don't want y'all to mistake.
I don't want to be associated.
Yeah.
It was a 20 time where you used to be scared to be caught certain places because your mom knew that lady, and that lady gonna call your mom immediately.
Yeah, real shit.
It ain't that no more. Now they gonna hop on the internet and talk shit about you.
I remember we used to get snitched on for cursing.
Yeah,
like on the block, like be on somebody else's block, like yo, fuck out of here.
I got snitched on one time.
Yeah, you was cursing outside.
Yeah, real shit,
bro.
I got snitched on for crossing the street. I used to cross the street in the middle of the street, grown up shit.
Yeah.
If I didn't go to the corner and my friend's sister, her big sister, was on the porch, she taking me to my door. She was like, that's so dangerous. You never do that. Then one time, this is probably like the 4th, 5th time. She like, yo, I let you slide so many times, and I almost got hit. She grabbed me by my wrist, took me right to my crib. I was so happy my mom was asleep. She answered the door. Like, I'm so happy. I'm like, oh, she must not be home. Lying my ass off. I couldn't go outside if they wasn't home.
Yeah. I forgot what I did, but one of my mom's close friends' daughter saw me. She snitched so fast. Her mom called my mom. I never seen my mom get to picking me up that fast in my life. I got my ass beat the whole way home.
Because it has to be, it's that thing in you, it becomes a thing of like, damn, my mom, like once you start to develop empathy, and it's like, I don't want to embarrass my mom.
Yeah.
Like you don't recognize it as a little kid until they show you like, yo, this is fucking embarrassing.
Yeah.
Like just imagine and then you
Oh,
it starts to
like, you think I want to come up here? I was like, no, I don't think you want to come up here. I don't want you up here.
like it gotta be past the embarrassment of she gonna beat me later when I get in the house. Like, you know what I mean? It gotta be like my dad used to say this thing of like, you're not representing just you when you walk out the door. You represent everybody. Exactly. Like, yo, man, like you gotta. You don't know pain till somebody hit you with. Your grandma ain't raised you like that. Now you just sad.
You salty as shit. Long ass mitt, like damn.
On some real shit.
I let Shirley down.
I was on the cheese bus. I ain't gonna lie, that one boy made me mad as shit. Like I got so mad, but he's a few grades older. He at puberty. I was still a kid, so I wasn't rumbling him. But bro, this nigga, I was farting on the bus. He talking about you always farting like. Your family raised you like that? Bro, I got so mad. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? I'm clearer than you.
Family raised a farter?
Like, I can't fart. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, fuck you up.
I'm gonna fuck him up today, bro. Real shit. If you out there, you know what I'm talking about, bro.
He fucked you up, right?
Bro. Put me in a room with him. I'll fart today.
Bro, imagine how Meek felt when Cooley asked him, what type of fucking father is he?
Yeah, but it gets to the point where it's like,
what the fuck?
But yeah, she about to be on your ass. I saw your last clip and you was
you was tripping.
Rest in peace to Eddie. It's funny, not funny, but
wow.
No. Meatball seemed like the only person that was saying rest in peace to him out of the looters. Like, you know what I mean? Like
she was doing it in a very
rest in peace, Eddie, yo. Like like a footnote. Yeah. Like oh yeah, we out here for Eddie though.
We out here, but we are like we drawn for Eddie.
What's the word where you make a very serious situation in jest?
Trivial?
Not trivial. It's not facetious, but it's like you're making
all good words now.
Yeah, it's like you're trivializing a serious situation into something like humorous.
You're trivializing it.
Satire?
No. We'll get back to that.
I'm pretty sure it's trivializing.
Because that's what it's like. She's saying rest in peace, Eddie, but
she's making a joke of
it.
Yeah. It's not serious.
Yeah, you're not serious enough.
Yeah, so, I mean, to put a bow on it, I don't think we need, with people getting killed, there was a triple shooting that night, and we talked on the other clip, but they didn't have responders to go directly to the scene right away, right?
We're living in Gotham.
And it's
sad.
Somebody
got smoked today?
I mean,
five people got smoked today.
You could tell me 30 people got smoked today, and I really wouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
6:04 in the evening. Five people got shot today.
That was it might be more than that. That was before you got here.
Why'd they get smoked?
Well, I don't know. I'm not Batman.
But,
I was about to say something very dark.
Yeah, but don't do it yet. Yeah. We gotta make it.
I'll wait till after the cameras go.
But you got one thing canceled today, not nothing else.
Listen, man, I don't want to talk.
But it's mainly like it's a thing of like I can't really. Where are we? What are we doing as a community?
We're in a dystopian society. It don't seem like it yet. We are falling deep into a dystopian society.
Because
think about it, think about what's popping. Think about what people like. Think about what people do. We are sensationalizing, and people pay for Zeus TV.
Yeah, real shit.
People pay their hard-earned money to watch young women trivialize themselves and make themselves like fool.
And they see these young women get money
and then they say
clout.
Who's
money
to tell
and
them,
or clout.
Then who's to tell them not to be proud of yourself? It's not about being proud of yourself. It's about what you represent. And it's just like you shouldn't want to put that out there. You could be so much more. Yeah. And instead of that, you're fighting.
Like honestly,
not even that.
Not even for good reasons.
Not even that. It's not even on them. It's about how we look. Well, I don't like to get into we look crazy in front of what. But honestly, bro,
I don't even care about.
They look crazy in front of me.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like they look crazy in front of everybody.
White person thinks, but it's like you look crazy to me. Like
my whole thing is
my mom got so fat when I was a young boy, and I was like, we not doing that no more. Like when I was old enough to have that conversation with her, I was like, we're not doing that no more. That don't make sense.
You're not gonna let your mom fight?
No, I'm not letting my mom fight. What?
What if it's justified?
That fight was justified. So I was like, okay, I get it. But like when I was old enough to really think about what was going on, I was like, "You my mom. You're not fighting no more."
That's some fucking decorum.
Yeah, like that's some like my mom could really rumble. So it's just like I get it, but like we not doing that no more. We better than that.
Yeah.
Sad story. Only broke people fight. I never wanted to fight nobody again in my life. I was like, that makes so much sense.
And I'll be always about to fight, but I be always about to be broke too, so it balances out.
So I ain't getting enough money yet.
Yeah, but like, it's just like people look at oh, this person. It's like on the black community. Damn, because I really don't want to sound like a sellout. It's like the only sins now, as far as you get exiled, is if you snitching or you eating bacon, pork bacon. It's like snitching and pork. It's like the two, like, oh my God, I don't know, I can't fuck with this nigga.
I mean, I think we stand on pedophilia too. Like exiling pedophiles, yeah.
Cause Kels was running rampant.
We talking about Kels from Philly or R. Kelly? You said Kels.
Yo, what's up with this nigga, bro? I'm about to wish for a right ear. What the fuck?
No, that was a serious question because they exiled the shit out of Kels.
R. Kelly, bro.
Oh. I mean, that's kind of different. That's kind of different.
I can't breathe.
To reel it back in, that's kind of different.
I can't breathe, bro.
What I'm saying is,
but no,
we don't really stand on.
Think about it like this, right?
It was a different. I'm gonna give them this. This was a different society back then.
We only stand on it on the internet because it's the right thing to do on the internet. People have pedophiles in their own family and don't do nothing about it.
Matter of fact, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Nigga, you know, Uncle Charles or whatever touched. You know what I mean?
I say it all the time. And we held
with everybody else.
And we held everybody to the standard that we hold these celebrities to, we'd be in a much better place. Like, people hold, like, you can't mess up and say a slander just out of anger, right? I'm not talking about the N-word or the F-word, but just anything. If you call somebody fat, you're canceled. You might lose your job. Huh?
You're cooked.
You're cooked. But if we held, that's like the baby saying, if the baby was like, I don't like big women. Remember he was getting all his love for hanging out with big women, and just, if he was like, I don't really fuck with fat women, he would have been canceled before whatever else he did. But now, your uncle be saying that shit every other day. I be saying shit like that every other day. So it's just like, I'm just being real. If we hold everybody to the same standard, we would be in a place where no one enjoyed themselves also.
Yeah, but I don't know what the rules are no more, so I choose to stay on the side. Call me a square, call me a dweeb.
It's selective outrage, and it's misplaced selective outrage at that.
Yeah, like them kids almost hit me with their car. I know the car was probably stolen. Like last night, I'm gonna give niggas a little insight. Young boy, I hear a loud little bang, and like a tire screech. I look outside, I see my neighbor outside. So Duke's go check out and whatever, and basically young boy rolled up on the curb with a Johnny. The car goes airborne. He hops out, hops in another Johnny with his friends. Car full of kids. They come back around with their phones taping it. Now she said they looked about 13, 14 years old. What the fuck is going on? That's the type of time you want at 13, 14 years old. Why? This is like school still in, right?
Yeah.
School was today.
School just started.
So
not too long ago.
Why are you out at 11 p.m. on a school night?
Because their parents aren't monitoring them.
Yeah, like
we're living in a society where parents don't have the time to, honestly. That's one thing. But you have to make the conscious effort. And you can't just keep dropping them off on Mima.
Because Mima is only 32.
Mima want to go out too. You know?
Yeah. Mima's still looking for that nigga to take care of her and whatnot.
So it's just, and then they not getting homework like that no more. Or they getting like.
Are they lying?
They either not getting homework like that no more, lying about homework, saying they ain't after school programs, not after school programs. So young boys getting craftier. They're absolutely getting craftier, but they're also not being surveilled how we were. And there's no community to, like, you're not about to walk into a 13-year-old young boy, you shit, because young boy might pop you. So it's just like,
there's out here, where your Maybach at?
Yeah, there's
Meek got a Maybach, bro. Like, yeah, I'm listening to Flamers Meek.
There's nothing for you to gain from correcting him, instead of like that outweighs you losing your life. You see what I'm saying? Like, because you might not even better. He might not give a fuck about what you're saying. He just down you for no reason. Like, you're not really bettering the community in that way. You're just a martyr for no reason. So it's just a bunch of cons and negative factors working against the situation, and then they have way more access to information. Because if we had that information at the age, it's a lot of kids I know that would have been doing the same shit, but they didn't have access to the internet or the ability to use the internet or people telling them how to do this stuff. Like, because niggas was hot wiring cars, but now they got USB. They plug that shit in and go.
Yeah, because the one car that was on the curb was a Kia. The other car that was riding down the street was a Hyundai.
So like these young boys don't even need much. They gotta.
Yeah, because these young boys, I'm gonna keep it real, dumb as a brick. Like, people keep saying society's getting smarter. These young boys dumb as shit. I'm sorry.
I would say the young boys that's stealing these cars, yes, those are the ones. But the ones that's telling them how to do these young boys getting smarter. Them young boys getting smarter. Have you ever seen inside of a Roblox world?
Nah.
That shit is elite level coding. They have built entire games inside of a game.
Yeah, but how many kids is that?
It's a lot.
Is that the average kid?
It's the average kid. The average kid with a Roblox account.
Well,
now, are they applying this knowledge in any other areas? No, but I'm just saying, like, since we're a technology-based or run society, their knowledge in that aspect is light years beyond what we have. And I used to think the same way you did until I started looking into this shit. I'm like, damn, these young boys, it's fucking snap. So, but as far as their common sense, like, we're dumber than our fucking predecessors because I couldn't go out and change an alternator. Yeah. But my stepdad could do that shit. Right. So it's just like they can't do the shit we do, but you know, it's just time is progressing, our knowledge is pushed to other places, but they're still dumb and lacking common sense, and they're not getting the outside experience, so it's just getting worse.
Yeah. We're about 30 minutes in. I think we want to get to the meat of the show. Where y'all want to start? I want to start on the Armani Exchange watch situation.
Okay, we can run that back. Because for me, like I said, it was just the discourse around it. Like,
look, you want me to set the table?
Yeah, go ahead.
So this guy claims he helped his girl get a $100K plus job. As a data analyst. So basically teaching her how to fish. And he was saying like, "Oh, for my birthday, I expect that Rolex." And you know, he got for his birthday. He quote tweeted his own tweet, and he posted an Eddie V's receipt. Pretty good restaurant, and an Armani Exchange gold watch. I'm not going to comment on the quality of watch that is, and everybody on the internet
turned into fucking theorists and professors and
but not 5 suit theorists. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody had something to say, and it wasn't productive or conducive to the situation. People were like, "Y'all acting like 100K is enough to buy a Rolex." It actually is. And she was saying like, she can't immediately buy it. When did he say he needed her to immediately buy it?
He said he wanted it for her birthday.
But that's not immediately.
That might be immediately.
He didn't never say that, like that birthday. I just want to watch my birthday.
No, he said it's his birthday.
My point is, right, she could have saved up for it.
We don't know if she currently saving for it.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know if the situation is even true.
I think so many factors play into it. Everybody should just shut the fuck up.
And the conversation around it was just dumb.
Yeah.
Because people were acting like like he said before, they were saying like nobody asked her to do it. We have to stop acting like just because you didn't ask somebody to do something, if they do something for you.
Yeah, somebody was commenting on chat. It
was the other way around.
What?
The girl, who I will not name because...
I mean, you can't even find her Twitter at this point. Go ahead.
That was crazy.
Alright, so basically she was like, why does she have to do anything in return when he did something that wasn't asked of him? And that whole thing is crazy to me because, of course, everyone nowadays is like, my love language is not having to ask.
Which is dumb.
You should be putting your girl on to this, and this. And he did it without asking, taught her how to fish.
And it was no reward for it.
People's love language is take.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what they're fucking
There we go. You don't want to ask because you know what you're asking of the person. And you know it requires you to give some effort back.
Reciprocation. Exactly. People hate reciprocation.
Yeah, and I be trying to explain to people that that's manipulation. Because if he doesn't do it, you're angry at him, and now you're making him feel bad, and you're guilting him into doing it.
And if you try to slick ask me or be passive aggressive about it, I'm gonna purposely not do it.
Yeah, I hate it. Just ask me. If I fuck with you, more than likely I'm gonna do it. If not, all that, I wouldn't like.
Yeah, like I really thought it was that's some player shit. Not even on some pimping, but that's some player shit. You teaching your lady.
I thought that was amazing.
Like that, you know what I mean? Like we had the Discord yesterday about whether it's his girl or not. That's a lady. He's planning to spend his birthday with. That's his main squeeze or whatever. And that's amazing. You go and teach her how to, like he said, go fish. and get some money. So whether with or without you, she seemed like she could take care of herself. She could be
I
self-sustaining.
put you in no matter what, I put you in a better situation than where I left you. And I think that's
the key.
We should all strive to do that in every situation, to leave the situation better than what it was.
Yeah. So I just feel like subjectively, there's people like, oh, Armani Exchange watch is bullshit. They can be in Arkansas, bro. Like certain places.
You shitting on people in Arkansas. Niggas in Arkansas got drip.
Nebraska, the illest nigga in Nebraska.
You see what I'm saying?
We see
the illest nigga in Nebraska.
But there was a joke, and we see how Bud Crawford was dressing before that
check.
Before
that 30 million cleared.
But you know what I mean? Like it's like they're very.
I ain't gonna lie, that check was crazy.
They very Macy's. You know what I mean? And that's what's sold.
He got on stage and fucking Fruit of the Loom boxes.
Like
sidebar. I remember when I did have a Twitter. I was saying how somebody looked like they dressed in Alabama, and somebody that lived in Alabama that followed me was like, "What do you mean by that?" It was either sexist or Neiman's. It was like sexist and Neiman's started in Alabama, and I had to go look it up, and sure enough, it did. So they have like one of the best in the country.
Niggas actually shop there, though?
Huh?
No, see,
they put together the bullshit.
This is not the problem.
They have it, but are they putting together?
That's not necessarily the problem because we see Atlanta. Just because you go in there and buy the entire mannequin, don't mean you fly. You might have some good pieces on, but they don't belong. They don't belong together. Like it's like those niggas that go in there and sorry, let me turn myself down. But it's like those niggas that go into the cologne section and it's like they spray that shit 48 times. It's like you didn't ruin the essence of what the cologne was. It was supposed to be really a hint smell and not a total nose blower. Now niggas in here sneezing. You know what I mean? Because that's a higher alcohol content cologne. Or that's an oil-based cologne. And you're not supposed to even have that touch that type of fabric.
You're talking about shit that niggas don't even know.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But I would say she definitely bought that Armani Exchange watch. In combination, they probably gave her a half-off deal with the Dior Sauvage, with the roach spray. So, yeah, you know, I mean, personally...
Who said it's not a roach spray? It was you, wasn't it?
I said it.
You said it?
I said it.
Okay.
But...
It does have a very, like, alcohol-y, aerosol smell, but...
I know, when Dior Sauvage first came out, I was hype as shit. And, you know, like, I got an industry story about somebody... a rapper gifting another rapper Dior Sauvage, and it was hype as shit. Like, I'm talking about hype as shit.
A rapper gifting
Quick
another
question.
rapper.
What was your first cologne?
My first cologne? My dad used to give me, like, his cologne, like, when they were about to run out. So I think it was, like Angel back in the day, the Star bottle.
My first cologne, my first cologne, because I used to steal my dad's cologne, and I used to mix them Jones. Crazy.
I ain't having that.
Yeah, I used to... crazy, but matter of fact, so crazy. No weird shit. Girls used to like take my clothes off me type time. They stole my shirt one time. They said, "You smell so good." They stole my shirt.
Oh, word.
Then another time, I was like 10. Another time, bro, I put that joint all over my shorts, my shirt, and everything, bro. They had me running around my boxers, bro.
Where was you at?
Outside, bro.
I know that was an awkward walk home.
Oh, I got in trouble. I had to tell the girl. I had to. There was nothing I could do.
So I found the cologne that my dad used to give me. It's called Mugler Angel Standing Star. It used to be this bottle right here.
That looked alright.
Yeah. And it was like running out. My dad used to give me his old cologne.
I fuck with but my first, the first one I bought with my money, I bought it from Ross or Marshalls or some shit. I was like 14. It was the Jordan John and the Adidas moves.
You was some bullshit.
Some bullshit.
I just got some juke.
I ain't gonna lie, I got some juke in the collection for funerals. No bullshit, I got juke for funerals, bro. I be seeing old family members. I got the juke. You smell so good. That's exactly why I wear it. I can't wait to get home and wash this shit off.
Yeah, auntie smell that shit. She went, oh my god.
Bro, they be hype, bro. You always smell so good.
You so mature.
Bro, when I get in the crib, bro, I be scrubbing, bro. Like, alright, this shit off of me.
I can't remember the last cologne. I mean, the first cologne I bought
was because I saw my grandpa buy it. You remember the Polo Jones, the blue, the red, and the green. The blue Jones, my favorite.
You had that the blue Polo Sport too.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's I used to have
yes, sir.
that was my first spraying on my body and all that.
Before that, it was the amber white and pink pussy from the eye.
Oh, the Muslim. Oh, I'm talking
Muslim oil. I used to
Muslim oil. Oh my god.
Amber white and pink pussy.
Bro,
I had that Obama.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
Clear.
I remember walking down Girard Avenue and the nigga was like, I got that Obama. I turned my head so
I'ma keep it a bean.
fast, bro.
Where the Muslim oils at? I want some.
Oh, you want ShopRite at Baker Center? They
Yeah.
out there hosting.
For real?
Yeah.
I just don't want the aggressive niggas. Niggas
No,
was
I
getting a
be
little
chillin'.
too aggressive for me back
You
in
be
the day.
chillin'.
Niggas will walk up to you, bro,
And rub the shit on.
and rub the shit on your neck with the little roller.
on
like,
your neck
yo.
is crazy.
No.
Your neck is crazy.
Like I said, Girard Avenue again. Right outside the CBS 4 tore down. Walking downtown, my man, that shit said, I said, bro, what the fuck did you just do? He said, smell that, young blood. It smelled good.
It smelled good as shit.
I gave him my $10. He got my $10.
Yeah, shout out to the Muslim boys.
It was a very effective method because I bought the shit out of that shit that day.
Yeah, but that speech around that Armani watch and all that. I mean, he put it out there, so there's going to be discourse around it. But it was just like, bro, like if he appreciative of it, he like, I'll take it. So it sounds like he's settling in his mind. I feel like as a man, if you're a real man or whatever, you gotta kind of not lay down for your girl 364 days out the year, but you
gotta
kind
take a
of
loss.
take a lot of sacrifices for your lady.
But she has to do it in return.
The other 364 days out the year, I feel like that's the one day you shouldn't have to settle in a sense. Like you don't, I wouldn't go ask my lady, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I need that Porsche GT, that Panamera GTS for my birthday, because that's crazy. Because I wouldn't ask you for nothing I can't provide myself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, like nice little Eddie V's dinner is
I think
cool.
this is a interesting topic because as a man, you can never ask your woman for something you couldn't do for yourself, but your woman would. But it's like it's difficult because your woman's supposed to think you Superman. She's supposed to think you capable of anything.
Yeah,
so I think it gets weird.
I'm not capable of getting you a Maybach truck. But
to wrap it up, I was on the fence. I seen both sides of it, but I just thought the tweet from, I'm going to mention the tweet again because, you know, Twitter user Son I'm Sleep with the bunny ad. He said when it's time for your girl to spend money on you, she becomes like a financial advisor, and, you know, basically saying like when it's time for a woman to spend, she kind of like is real tight with her money because they know
the shit.
Yeah, they know the cost of shit.
If I spend this $500 on you, that's $500 out of my pocket.
Exactly.
When it comes to you spending $500 on her, it's like you got it.
Yeah, girl math.
Yeah.
I had a very immature argument before. And I had a bar in there though, and I was just like, all right, so we break down.
Seb said he got a bar. Did it be the wildest shit ever?
It'd be the wildest shit ever.
They be bars though. Like, I was just like, look, if I take care of 90% of everything, you know what I mean? What are you gonna just be, the Sephora queen? Like what? So I gotta take care of everything and the vacations and this and that. Like, and you just get to just spend your money for you.
Did you ever see the tweet and it was like, how are y'all living like this? And then the guy was like, these women spend and don't check their account. These women are actually rich. The secret is they just have really good saving methods.
Well, and
the man is paying back everything. I saved
women
18
can go outside.
checks this year.
When we go outside, like we us three don't really, well, Cosby outside, but we don't really go outside, right? Because we know what comes with outside in a sense.
Right.
I'm talking about like clubbing, standing on couch, shit.
Oh yeah, I don't do that.
Like we don't really do that on a frequent basis because we know that's a $500 plus night, and you do that every week. That's about 20-something thousand plus a year. So it's like it doesn't make mathematical sense for us as guys that's trying to build something, right? You know, even if we had the money to go do so, it would be dumb.
I already did the math on how much extra money I'll have after everything's taken care of every year, and I had to do it. You know, I'm not flexing or anything. I'm still a regular motherfucker, but it's just like it doesn't make sense to do it.
So it's like, but you gotta think from a woman's perspective. She can go out every night and might only spend a bean all week, and that might be for parking. You know what I mean?
It might not even be for that.
It might not be for
Starbucks.
That might be for Starbucks and 3 Fashion Nova
I remember
outfits.
going out with two of my female friends, and the guy was like, "I'm gonna let y'all park for free."
Damn. See? But I mean, the discourse, and there was a tweet I sent to my mentor, the Shannon Sharp. Like that's the only reason it came across my my timeline or my what do you call it? Peripheral or my vicinity.
Side of your eye, it's peripheral,
but my vicinity or my view. A lady said 100K salary isn't Rolex money. A Rolex shouldn't be in anyone's vocabulary until they make 500,000. I see why a lot of high earners are broke. These people are trying to live a millionaire lifestyle in a middle class budget. Shannon Sharp liked it. Cool.
I just don't think people understand or know the value of money or anything, and it's just like
and the value of watches sometimes.
Yeah, the entry level Rolex. You can get an entry level Rolex for 2.5, 2,500.
Bro,
so somebody make 100,000 a year, they can't. Like, that's not really realistic.
Yeah, like, and I explained it yesterday on an episode. Like, if you, let's say you get two $10 Starbucks drinks a day, every single day, you gotta have your Starbucks. That's gonna be about, at the end of the year, $7,200. So
you can get a nice Rolex.
You can get our little entry level Rolex for $7,200, $7,300.
And all you did was cut out Starbucks.
So, or eating out as much. Like, you just learn how to, like, all right, instead of paying these people $80 for the steak, I'm gonna make it for 20. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, people just like my mentor told me, everything is totally subjective and about reference point because everybody lives a different life. And my mentor is like, hey, like, when you're ready for a Rolex, I'll broker the deal for you. Like, I'll get you a good deal. I'll make sure you get something that holds value and will increase in value. And no bullshit, no aftermarket, parts or modifications. And he's just like, I'm not going to let you buy something if you're not in a financial position to. So we just going to have a real, very clear-cut discussion. And it's like, and he was like, these gurus be bullshit anyway. Like, there'll be a lot of gurus. I know y'all seen Philly gurus. I'm not going to say no names because we're still going to do a scammer episode, so I'll save it for them. Where these people they don't even practice what they preach. Or
detachable
it's like,
beard.
Huh?
Detachable beard.
Detachable beard is crazy.
Light eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
I saw him walking downtown. That shit was hilarious.
Yeah.
Did he have his beard on?
Yeah, he had his beard on.
Yeah, but like,
middle of the night. He had that beard on.
You take that joint off like Batman.
yeah, but
what did he do?
Take that joint off like Batman.
yeah, but it's like these people, these financial gurus. Like, I used to listen to this guy called David Ramsey.
I heard it. That's the old guy, right?
Old white dude, baldy, and he's just like,
he's a hell of a speaker.
He always like, yeah, you gotta get out of debt, cash only, no debt. And it's like, bro, that's
unrealistic.
That's not realistic like that. And then a lot of times, in order to go get to the next level, you have to leverage debt. Like, whether it's debt, it's just get your name.
It's a debt-based society.
Yeah. So
as much as I tried, like I got out of it. It's just like you are always going to have some type of debt because even if you don't, right? You going to spend $300,000 in cash on a house doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You going to spend $60,000 on a car, cash doesn't really make sense.
Yeah.
Buying most things cash just doesn't make any sense.
These wage conversations, and this is a shameless segue. I'm going to segue into Waffle House workers. These wage conversations really bring out the
worst in people.
The worst in people, which is I think one of the worst elements as a person you could be, is a fake elitist. Like, not only if you're elite, I can understand why you have that reference point of some shit don't matter to you and you're beneath me. Yeah, I can understand. I'm not saying I agree, but I can understand it. If you're fake elite, like if you're in the hood and it's just like niggas, like I said earlier, like I don't want to come off like I'm not a part of the inner city, because I am. But I can also detach, like, yo, like, I'm not a part of certain bullshit or things that we buy into. And people are upset because it was a couple Waffle House workers writing some quote unquote triggering tweets about getting paid $25 an hour and they're possibly about to strike. And people were like, $25 an hour to flip some fucking waffles, and it's like, bro,
pay them that
everybody, and like me and Keith referenced a tweet yesterday, and there's a firefighter on there. I get paid $25 to run into a burning building. Everybody's underpaid, bro. Yeah. It's not like that doesn't make anything better.
People don't realize that people are doing things to satisfy shareholders. Even as firefighters, your pension is going to an ETF that pays out not even you at the top. They pay the top of the board, who was a firefighter for 16 years.
And Bernie Madoff.
You see what I'm saying? So you're complaining about somebody getting paid $25 an hour when you should go yell at your boss. Like, you just bought a third boat this year. We could have all got a raise for that. And it's just like, if you make a good enough burger, motherfucker, you can get $25 an hour. I ain't really too mad at that. But the thing that bothers people the most is, like Seb said the other day, some people make $25 or somebody will make $28, and I was like, damn, this nigga getting close.
This nigga getting close.
I can't.
You look at that like
I can't walk in Waffle House and feel better than him anymore because I can't shit on this nigga. And it's just like, bro, even if you made that $28 an hour, you probably really weren't shitting on him. That's probably his third job that
Yeah, that's I think I don't participate in a lot of those type of Olympics. Honestly, that's why I don't necessarily post that much on Instagram. I'm not a braggadocious or flashy type of guy. Like I have a lot of the sneakers and clothes that people, that are sought after or whatever have hype behind them. I get a lot of stuff before it has hype behind it. I don't post. Like people are policing Lululemon now. I've been wearing Lululemon 4 years ago, and it's like, yo,
people are fake policing
That's
ASICs.
a nasty
I
conversation.
got. You know how much I paid for my Vomeros, brand new from StockX?
$40.
$74.
That's probably after taxes and shipping and everything. So
Yeah,
it's probably
Rob has like 6 pair of Aces. He was getting them from Burlington Coat Factory for $35 to $40.
Yeah.
Like people were not buying them, and now it's a hot shoe, and they're $300. And it's like me and Rob would be crazy if we go on Instagram, or we would be kind of lame. We go on Instagram like, yeah, I heard y'all was looking for these. Like, no, like they're not even making the colors like those no more. But it's like I feel like people only want money. A lot of people only want money
to feel
because
better than people.
to feel better than people. We're only, that's part of the agenda. But it's a thing of like we don't have any tact anymore, any class.
No tact, no shame, no nothing. Just I got a
Yeah, look at me, niggas.
Yeah.
Like it's become that. It's become like.
I mean, and it's a big part of rapper culture influencing other parts of our lives.
Mhm.
Cause it's just like me.
Everything's shitting on you. Like, oh, I got this.
If
You don't got
if you
this.
can't, somebody told the story about how Birdman became Stunnerman.
Oh yeah.
Because
Diddy
was
Yeah,
like,
that was,
my one watch worth more than every watch I had.
Turk. Shout out Hot Boy Turk.
Yeah, he was like, my one watch more than everybody in your crew had on. And I ain't got no diamonds in it. And Birdman was like, I'm never letting nobody outstun me again. Bro, why was that your mindset?
I mean,
He felt puny.
yeah,
Yeah, but it's just like,
belittle. Like, you just a little
I
guy.
just feel like as a man, it's just like, it's not that deep. Because like, at the end of the day, you still got a watch worth 30,000, 40,000 on your wrist. Like, you came from nothing.
Did you finish this, John?
Not even just like, I kind of tapped
Turk was saying they was getting fake watches. So that.
because I could have swore he was like, my watch was 30,000, 40,000.
No, but look, it can't. That's when they just start getting real watches.
Okay.
So it's like you gotta think of the mindset of a nigga that's getting fake watches. Like he was like on the Big Timers album, those was fake rollies.
Damn.
Like he like, bro, like, yeah, he used to come and give us all fake Rolexes for a minute. So it's like it's coming from somebody's insecure.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty
I
sure
didn't hear that part.
the legend of Birdman is he been had money since he was a kid. So it's like since he was hustling, like mid-teenager. So it's like even if he got money, it seems like he always been quote unquote frugal.
I mean,
but insecure.
It seems like most of these people who get money become insecure. I think because money is such a scarcity in our society.
Mhm.
Like, if you really think about it, the top 40 people in the world hoard so much of our wealth. So money is a scarcity.
I also
in our
feel like
society.
people feel like if they put in a certain amount of work, that somebody who didn't put that amount of work in shouldn't be that close to them.
Yeah.
I felt like I showed my mom the Wallow clip earlier. When Wallow was at the Black Tie event, the Reform thing hosted by Jay-Z, and he talked about like, yo, we gotta get back more, and don't help just because the camera's there.
Yeah.
And I showed my mom that, and she was like, I'm not trying to take anything away because I know a lot of these people put a lot of time and effort into their craft, but a lot of it is the luck of the draw. So it becomes a thing of you're always going to have an insecurity.
Yeah.
Like if Kaz is a coder, right? If Kaz builds his brand and his career off of being the best coder, and that's just it, and he works his way up from, I'm not going to say Kaz's salary, but he works his way up to where Kaz gets paid $5 million a year to set up a coding infrastructure for multiple, Fortune, not even 500, Fortune 10, Fortune 25 companies. And he gets paid $500 for consulting just to make sure, like, oh, this code is going to fail, this code is easily hackable, this code is easy to, fuck up with. You know what I mean? If Kaz sets it up like that, Kaz will be way more secure. He might make less money, but Kaz will be way more secure within Kaz rather than Kaz go to the studio tonight and go make a hit and just blow up like that. Yeah, there's going to be an insecurity.
I might not be able to make another hit.
He might not be able to make another hit. It turns into, damn, do these women really like me? Because it's your whole life does a 180, and your whole life is based off of people buying into you.
Yeah. But even as a
and you
basketball
being
player,
cool.
I dropped 30 tonight. I might not drop 30 tomorrow.
So it's like,
but the interesting point of view, I'm sorry to control that. Interesting point of view somebody had about it was like it was $48 billion in that room. We only raised 24 million. That's insane.
yeah.
So think about that perspective.
Yeah, see,
I
it's
never
like
thought about that. These fundraisers. Think about how much money is actually in the room and how much money
they might have wagered more than that night because it was at a casino. So it's like,
just think about that for a second. That's insane. $24 million compared to 48 billion is nothing.
Just a slight bit before we progress in the topic, but I know Travis Scott didn't donate anything. That nigga was on the table.
Bro,
That nigga was standing on the bar.
why did he walk up? Jay-Z looked up like, I know you not up there right now.
That
I
nigga's
ain't
on
see
drugs.
that. I ain't see that.
Bro, so like, Hov like right there, right, bro?
Yeah.
It's 3 tables in between Travis and Hov. This nigga gets up on the table and steps over each table and didn't get down when he got in front of Hov. He stood on the table and tapped Jay-Z, and Jay-Z just looks up like, what the fuck are you doing? Bro, that's a yeah, Travis is a wild motherfucker, man.
Them, whatever he does, I don't know, but yeah, but like to
Travis got my favorite
put a
drummer.
bow on it and just to personalize it, to crystallize the point. If we like TRP, I'm going on every fucking episode at this point and said that's my favorite. That's the only Patreon I subscribe to. I'm the top Patreon guy. You know, you raise the price. I don't give a fuck. I think it's premium content. What else? I done brought Kaz on board now. Kaz seems like he consistently views their content, and they just signed a deal with Revolt, right? If we were today, like this, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna try to crystallize with the luck of the draw. If tonight we posted a clip on TikTok and they decide to make us mega viral, and we go sign the deal tomorrow, off of that, or next week or next month or whatever, we're going to be insecure as podcasters.
Yeah,
because we didn't even put in the necessary work.
Yeah.
Like,
it's like what did we say that made you?
What exactly? Who are we in the grand scheme of things? Like Jeff Teague, not even 50 episodes in, they just signed a deal. You know why they're not going to be insecure? Because the hosts worked in media for over 15 years at this point. Jeff Teague earned 9 figures in the NBA. Like, I've put in the work in my profession to talk about sports and just shit, and I've lived enough life to talk about the culture, the American culture at least, as far as nigga shit. And that's what they do. Yeah. They have a chef on their show that deals with all different levels of people, whether you're poor, rich, middle class, or whatever. So it's like
There's
you have
3 people that's been in damn near every walk of life.
Exactly. So I might, you know what I mean, their insecurities might be a physical appearance or other things, but I'm not insecure about the work I put in. Versus us getting it too soon, where it'll be like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't want to.
Our next clip is gonna get 1 million clicks.
Yeah, we don't have any leverage. I don't want to deal right now.
Yeah, because what I'm gonna say.
I know it's gonna be, no disrespect, it's gonna be quote unquote a slave deal.
Yeah.
So, and it's like if TikTok decided to, that would be nice. I would like the views to go up for my ego, but past that,
what does it really do?
What does it really do for us?
Yeah. That's a good point.
So I feel like that's what a lot of things happen to celebrities, whether they're putting the work in or not. Like, we're actively putting the work in.
But it's just like we're putting the work in, but it's just like it's a different level of work. Like,
yeah, it's a different.
Sometimes
level.
you might not put enough work in yet. Like,
yeah, exactly. We didn't put in enough work, and I feel like a lot of celebrities, get to the point where they put in work, and it's like they have to put in, like, you see Kevin Hart's comedy grind. He says, I purposely stay away from the tough topics because I don't want to be canceled. Because I got to keep this bag coming in, bro. I worked too fucking hard.
What was he caught the host where he got canceled?
Oscars.
Oscars, I think?
Yeah, it was Oscars.
Yeah.
Or the Academy Awards. That's the Oscars. Yeah, Academy Awards. So, but you got to think, from Kevin Hart's perspective, bro, I'm in a room with Patrice O'Neal, Bill Burr, all these funny-ass people, like, really in the Comedy Cellar in New York, and they telling me I'm not funny. Like, they big, but they telling me, like, yo, you're the worst nigga here. Craig Robinson, all these legends. Yeah. I go from that to where I got records. I'm one of the biggest comedians ever. It's not, you can't name 10 comedians ever bigger, I'm not saying better, bigger than Kevin Hart. Okay. And that's all because he works well for the system. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It ain't just all, like, that nigga worked his ass off. Don't get me wrong. That nigga was putting out a special every summer like he was Jay-Z with the albums, but it's still somebody.
He was on tour for like 3 years straight.
Somebody is pressing the button to green like Kevin Hart because he's still getting movies. He's still getting that. He's still getting promotion for this. Like we see they press pause on Will Smith a little bit and shit they got a little slow. It's a little shaky. Like, you know what I mean? And that's Will fucking Smith. That's probably objectively probably a top 25 actor ever. So it's a
lot more that goes into.
It's a lot more that goes into it. And shout out to Wallow to
I shout out to
speak
Wallow
up,
for
man.
bringing the conversation up.
Yeah, for bringing the conversation up.
Niggas was like crickets, but shout out to you for bringing
I thought as the speech went on, there was to be somebody in the crowd like, yeah, or somebody like start a
niggas
clap
was looking like
niggas like, oh yo, shut the fuck up. Like,
this bald nigga talking about giving up more money.
yeah, this bald nigga, bro, you know how much I paid to Uncle Sam? And it's like, yo, if you actually set up,
I ain't gonna lie though, I kind of understand that a little bit.
Yeah, but if you set up a non-profit,
no,
you would have to give less. It's all types of shit.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of ways to maneuver around it, but some NFL player did his check and
oh yeah, I saw.
I'd be a little upset too.
What happened?
So NFL player, a defensive player for the San Francisco 49ers, I can't think of his name right now. He posted his game check. It took like $300,000 in taxes, just off the top.
Oh, all right.
And there's a caveat. Not caveat, but there's a alternate conversation that went viral again. Y'all saw Jay-Z on Kevin Hart's show, right? Like
and he was talking about like not giving money to his family or something like that.
Yeah.
Before we
did you see the clip?
Yeah.
I watched the clip.
The shit was a hypothetical, and people were asking like he goes to Thanksgiving dinners and tells his family no.
No, but honestly, all right. So there is a lot of layers to it, because I feel like one, if I'm here for family time, like Jay-Z used the word literally solace. If I'm here for that, I'm not even in the right mindset to hear your business plan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
why
also,
would you want to talk about it? If this is really your dream, why would you want to talk to me over fucking turkey and stuff?
but also I understand a certain point from a person that wants it so bad. What if this is the only time I get to see you all year? Because you might give me a number and never answer.
Yeah, me personally, I would try to arrange a meeting to talk about it outside
me too.
of.
Me
Because
too.
I don't even want to talk about
But
that shit.
there's a thing of,
like you said, it's luck of the draw because Hov might not fuck with that cousin, or you might be fuck because there's a lot of cousins I don't fuck with that day. So it's just like,
bro, it's a thing of.
It's just so many layers to it, and it's not one answer.
Like if I get money, right? Of course, my parents are fine. Whatever lady I'm dealing with is fine. Y'all are fine. Like I'm talking about money. Like if I get like $50 million, $20 million, $10 million even, y'all are fine for the immediate future. Like I'm like, yo, y'all can like if I get a crazy mansion, like yo, you could live in this joint, like you know what I mean, and
Don't be on some lucky day.
I was just about to say Neo lucky
yeah,
day.
exactly. But like, yo, y'all could live in this joint because I don't even want to live in a mansion alone. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, y'all could live in this joint as long as you're doing your shit, and let's figure out a business so we can keep this shit growing, so y'all can get y'all own 10
As long as
million.
you're not distracting.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like if somebody makes it super rich in your family, like a Jay-Z, go ask for a job.
Yeah, like, but
That's a different conversation.
They won't ask
this,
for it.
this the thing
bro,
also.
the bread.
This is the thing that I think that a line needs to be drawn because what they call it, guys? Something about like they're basically saying it's like a tax.
Oh, the black wealth tax.
The black wealth tax, like where it's like, yo, you get to be seen as the person with money in your household, and like it's like the Isaiah Thomas and Bill Laimbeer thing I talked about on here. Like when Isaiah Thomas got money, he bought a crib next to Bill Laimbeer's childhood home.
Yeah.
Like you gotta think this is one of the best basketball players ever.
And he found out what his parents did, and they were like something regular, not
Yeah,
regular, but not basketball.
It's
players.
not as glorious as NBA. You get what I'm saying? So it's like that's coming from two totally different perspectives. I like Kyle Korver. He put out on the Players Tribune a few years ago. He put out a letter explaining the difference between the black NBA experience and the white NBA experience.
Yeah, that was a good letter.
Like, yo, these people are not these people, but my teammates. My teammates are getting checks, and their first big check, they're giving it to their mom. Like basically, like they're buying a house for their mom, they're buying a car for their mom, they're buying this for their aunt, they're buying this for their dad. And it's like, yo, I never even had to break down a check with my parents. You know what I mean? It's two totally different experiences.
People don't understand the stress. Like I want to say people don't understand the stress of it. They can't comprehend it because you get stressed out breaking down your check at Checkers.
Yeah.
It's a whole different bag when I got a $1.2 million check and my mom on a Range Rover.
But I want to make it very clear. Like people are like, yo, he's a billionaire. like somebody went even as far as to say that he complained about that little bit of $4,800 or whatever, that little bit of money. That makes me believe he's not even a billionaire. This is what I gotta understand. I don't care if it's $1. I don't owe you anything. Yeah. Truthfully, like y'all my mans. I love y'all to death, and I enjoy your company. That's why I would have y'all around.
Right.
But it wouldn't be like I owe Kaz.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, if you decide not to give us anything, it'll be crazy, but you don't owe us.
Exactly.
It's just
like,
more of a friendship.
It's like, damn, like,
it's like, all right.
I think people put this value, and everybody has their own view on family. Everybody put this value on family bonds that might not even be there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, he might not like that motherfucker that's asking, like Kanye said, the cousin that stole my laptop, you filthy motherfucker. You might really be that filthy motherfucker. You asked me $4,800, I will smack you.
I fuck with Hov heavy, where he was very forgivable to his uncle, who told him he would never sell 1 million records. He talked about that on his Magna Carta Holy Grail media run. And, he was at Hot 97. And he basically said, no, everybody's scared. Like, it wasn't a personal attack on me. It might have been spoken to me.
It was just unbelievable.
But it's unfathomable. So it's like, I
interview changed the disrespected for me.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not trying to tell you, Kaz, you can't be the best coder in America because I don't believe in your talents. Yeah. It's because I tried to go be the best at something and I fucking failed. Yeah. And that pain, I'm still living with today.
And I don't know how to tell you that I want to protect you from that. So
or it's just like the odds of it all. Like, what is the odds that this nigga that I'm cool with, this nigga that I love will be the best at anything? Where it's just like, it's so many people in the world. But this nigga that I can reach out and touch, reach out and contact is the best
Proximity, Rich Paul has a great interview with Gilbert Arenas on their whole podcast. And he kind of giving it up. And he was like, proximity warrants disrespect, because like people have a higher respect for Kobe or Jordan in a lot of cases, and make up myths or whatever because they knew you can't be my friend. So that make you want to be my friend more. LeBron's so inviting and open with everybody, he'll work out with anybody, and it becomes a thing of, oh yeah, that's just Bron. That nigga Kobe.
You might see that nigga miss 18 times in a workout, but he gonna drop 50 on your head. But in the back of your mind, I saw this nigga miss 18 shots. He just had a lucky day, so you get to talk shit.
I see where that can
Sorry, I'm so sorry, guys.
I see where that can intersect with the topic, because it's like, I seen you miss, or I seen you fail, or I seen you at your lowest.
Yeah, like Jay-Z.
There's no way in the world that you can
Jay-Z's first song wasn't a hit.
I don't know, was it?
I don't think so.
Was it not?
Hawaiian Sophie?
Hawaiian what?
Hawaiian Sophie?
I'm talking about his literal first song, like the song that we never will hear.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a hit. He probably was freestyling in the neighborhood. Niggas probably like,
DJ Clark Kent, man, they said DJ Clark Kent since the Phoenix of Jay-Z has been calling him the Jesus Christ of rap.
Yeah,
so
what's his name?
Skills
rap ups used to be flames.
But used to be.
Uncle Murder he brought it to shot.
Skills rap ups used to be
crazy.
Back when we used to do MySpace pages.
Mm-hmm. It's the 08 wrap up. That's a banger.
I feel like that was a good conversation, guys, on that one. Real quick before we segue, I want to apologize for no clips. Keith, can you apologize for the people for no clips?
Why y'all start laughing?
You're gonna whisper it to him, can you apologize?
Huh?
Because you make the clips.
I do make the clips.
So it's like he apologized, but like
on my behalf. He apologized on my behalf.
Yeah, but he's saying like it's more sincere when it comes from a person. Like if I shoot you,
what are we talking? What are we talking about? Yeah, I apologize to the people. I know y'all like seeing the clips. Life been hectic. Life been beating my ass, but clip soon, man.
Clip soon. Media. Speaking of media and industry plants or whatever, what do y'all think about this Offset and Bobby thing? I think people. Is it because she's a white girl?
It's exactly because she's a white girl.
Because y'all are letting her trigger y'all way too hard.
People let trigger them, right? They already let Krishan. Krishan, for example. Krishan triggers everyone, whether it's good or bad. And Krishan has done nothing positive.
She's done nothing
positive.
Done nothing
positive.
She's kid food. Like she's
done nothing positive but be open about what she's going through. And it ain't positive. So the fact that a white woman is getting, even if she's an industry plant, she has done nothing wrong to anyone.
I think people are like, yeah, because she don't ever do this to white people. And her first interview was with Rick Glassman, and she just interviewed a white person a couple weeks ago.
She did it to Mark Cuban.
And she did it to Mark Cuban. It will not make your algorithm, because you don't interact with people that are fans of Rick
You
Glassman.
don't know who Mark Cuban is.
You don't interact with Mavericks fans or Mark Cuban himself.
You're not really interested in podcasts or the conversation around podcasts or dark humor or satire.
Or podcasts,
You're just
period.
angry
And it's like-
and miserable. And it's just, people, somebody said she's making a career off of feeling like she's better than people. She's making a career of being socially awkward.
Yeah.
Like, the fact that you feel like she's trying to be better than you speaks more to your insecurity than what she's doing.
Yeah, I think people are projecting at this point. Whether she's a plan or not, that remains up. You know what I mean? Remains to be seen.
Because she's on tour with Funny Marco. Whether she stole Funny Marco's floor or not, she's giving him a bigger platform. So how is that feeling like she's better than
My whole thing is that wasn't Funny Marco's flow.
It wasn't. I'm just
So
saying.
it's
Like,
like-
I'm just saying, like, in your mind.
That's a small-minded thing, like where it's like, yeah, I understand Funny Marco's the reference point for you guys because you guys might have just caught this type of humor, but Zach G from Hangover, Galifianakis is an easier reference point, or the original and modern day reference point of that interview style.
Yeah.
If you're gonna see on, I think it was Funny or Die or something like that. So it's like
People
you
been
see
doing
the
it.
Eric Andre show, like it's like
People just go completely brain dead when they see a white person from
I
out
think-
of nowhere get any type of traction. And I get it. We've been beat down for a long time, but like sometimes you got to think a little harder.
they used to do shit like that, like bids like that on like all that.
Yeah.
They used to do shit like that on The Office.
The,
People
um,
love The Office.
No, but this is the thing. People don't get The Office. A lot of people,
A lot of
honestly.
people don't get the office.
Yeah, they just
It's
yeah,
very niche. It's
yeah.
very
Like, they don't
they
really
get the
get-
overtly funny
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Like, this nigga's running around.
Like
he's on
you don't
fire. Like, this
get
is
like the stuff that's supposed to be funny on The Office is like the surface level funny shit. The real funny shit is like the coded funny
The
shit.
people that have been in those situations or can understand the reference points.
Yeah, like I don't really know. Like I just like they're like, yeah, Offset cooked her. She don't know how to handle it.
He was cooking.
He was cooking her.
But it's just like
but
it
it was
wasn't
like
that she didn't know how to handle it.
I feel
That's
like
how the
that's the
energy
that's the character she plays.
Because
Like,
they did a whole music video after, so it's just not like she didn't take it.
like
well.
Sukiyana had her in the club, and they're like, "Oh, look at her being awkward in the club," and it's like she's in character, bro.
Not
And she
only-
might not like you. Take me to certain clubs, I might. If
Not
I see a
only-
joint with a stab wound in her chest, I might.
I might look a little weird.
Yeah, I might look a little
When
weird.
we
She has a stab wound in her chest.
I'm saying a stripper. A
like
stripper with a
when I left the bar
I was
a
about to
couple
say.
summers ago with Steve and Pearson and whatever. No, not whatever. Steve Pearson in January. I can't remember January's name. This girl had a gunshot wound in the back of her leg. I was completely stunned.
That's funny.
I was completely. I looked like Bobby. I was in that motherfucker like, there's a gunshot wound in the back of her leg. And she ain't here partying. Niggas like, what's wrong? I'm like, she has a gunshot wound in her. So it's just like, she's also a 26-year-old suburban white mom, a middleweight. Like, she might not have ever been in the trenches or whatever strip club they've been in. She's like, yo, where the fuck am I?
Yeah,
Right.
this shit is crazy.
So like, you guys, everybody doesn't have the same reality.
Or she couldn't have been a big fan of Drake, and they're like, yeah, why she acting like that at a Drake concert? If I'm at a concert, like I think she sells for the camera. Everybody embellishes a little bit. I feel like for the camera when you get to that level, but also if
Everything
I
is
don't
a
know,
bit
if I don't know Drake songs and everybody, it's 20,000 people in here singing it, it's like,
It's like, yeah.
okay now, like if I like, you know what I mean? Like there's some people that really don't like Drake like that. I know it's hard to believe. Like my man is Russian. I don't know his wife's ethnicity, so I won't even try. But bro, they didn't play Drake last week, and he played some rap there. It was mainly Meek. Going Bad came on, but he didn't play any Drake. Like
He's not playing sooner than later.
he didn't play any. Like he didn't really play any. Like this is Drake's song in a sense. Like
not
you know
even the guys playing.
nothing.
Yeah.
Like, and he loves rap, but it's like some people don't like listen to that type of, you know what I mean, whatever. But I don't know, bro. I feel like y'all getting real big brained, and
No, they're getting very.
I don't have a problem with Bobby or what she's doing, but I'm just sick of the discourse. And
Yeah, the discourse
I
is
did this.
annoying. I
I
think she's
did
funny,
this
I'm
thing.
sorry.
I
I
think
did
she's
this thing on Twitter where if I didn't like what people were saying and it kept popping up on my For You page or whatever, I just block it, mute it, whatever.
yeah,
so that's what I
people
did.
interacting with things they don't like. It's
Drives
funny. You're driving it more. Like you can go ahead and even like a tweet that goes directly against it and leave it alone. People are quote tweeting it and building it
Well,
more.
you do know
Liking it
stuff
actually
is
puts it
worse.
on top.
They'll put the side that you don't like on your timeline if you
Yeah,
like
for
it.
sure.
Like, Twitter vicious. They got me out of
The
here.
algorithm.
Yeah. Yo, this guy's crazy.
The algorithm.
But speaking of algorithms and whatnot, the queen of the, I'll call her the queen of the algorithm, Brittany Renner. Did y'all watch the Shannon Sharp interview?
I didn't watch it. I was going to watch it, but then the 35 body shit cooked me, and I was like, I don't think this is a conversation for Club Shay Shay or what we should be talking about or when I'm tuning into Shannon Sharp.
You watched the Keith?
I seen like a 20-second clip of it.
I watched the whole thing. Well, about 90% of it, and she talked about like, hey, you had Steve Harvey on here, you had Ocho Cinco, you had DC on Fly, like you had all these stars in a sense. You had all these people who have the obvious skill, and they're stamped stars. Why do you want to interview me, basically? Like you, because I'm a fucking star, and I think
She's a social media star.
this is what happens, and the lines get blurred because she named all areas of like talent in a sense, and I think her talent is necessarily triggering y'all. Yeah. Like I think that's her talent. Like how Kim and them talent, it's the same type. It's a fruit off of Kim Kardashian's tree. That type of thing where it's like the talent of the Kardashians is to keep y'all attention, and you get paid for attention now.
You may not think it's a talent, but to wake up every day and think of what's going to get people talking about you or coming up with something that's going to make people talk about you, it's a skill. Yeah, whether we agree or not, it's a skill.
I had people on the timeline.
Renner has been in our conversation since 2012 or some shit like that.
Yeah, she's been around.
That's
almost a decade.
What the fuck? You win the nation on like. Think about it. We're in Philadelphia, in the middle of my neighborhood. Mm-hmm. Why are we talking about Brittany Renner?
And I'm not gonna say. I would say. I'm gonna just say this. I've met Brittany Renner personally. I've been in intimate spaces with Brittany Renner. No, I didn't fuck Brittany Renner. Yeah, I've been in intimate spaces with Brittany Renner. Like I know her. Like I'm talking like had her phone number in my phone type time. So,
do you still have that phone?
Yeah, it's probably in my old text on my phone now.
We might have to get that.
Yeah. No, we're not, man. I don't destroy relationships.
No. I'm gonna talk about nice letters.
No. She gonna like Philly. How did somebody get this phone number? She's gonna reference and then.
It's cool. You ain't gotta do it, bro. I'm gonna hit her up on Instagram.
All right, yeah, keep doing that. But yeah, man,
it's management and everything.
I'm gonna get into the 35 bodies. Mm-hmm. When was the last time y'all asked a girl about her body count?
What?
When like I was 11th grade.
Whoa, that's a little too old.
Huh?
That was a little too old.
Word? That's too old.
Kaz was hitting shit at like 11, so
I lost my virginity at 12.
Story time.
I'm not telling that story. What?
No, we run out of the league.
But I stopped asking girls their body count when I started realizing how it made me feel, and I was like, this just don't make sense. And I still want to fuck.
How did it make you feel?
I'm never gonna feel good.
I'm never gonna feel good. Like I'm not. I guess
I'm never gonna believe you.
That's the other part.
No. See,
I'll pull back the curtain a little bit. I was having a conversation with somebody I was dealing with, and she was like, "So you don't want to ask me nothing?" I was like, "No." She was like, "Why?" I said, "Because I don't want to know." Like,
what if the girl initiated the conversation, right? And you tell her how many bodies you got.
I'm like, don't answer.
And she keep it real and tell you how many bodies she got.
I've tried.
Triple.
I've had that conversation.
Triple.
And before she could say it, I just like, don't just leave it up, leave it on.
Bro, well, I'm not gonna say I love this girl to death, but you know, she's my homie. She told me back second year of college that she had 17 bodies.
God damn.
I'm not shaming her, but like,
I'm not shaming her either. Do your thing.
Yeah, like my mind is.
I know plenty of women with that many bodies. I don't look at them any differently.
Yeah, like you
I
still
don't even
homie,
look
though.
at women. If you got an STD test that came back clean, even when I'm dealing with that have a lot of, I don't really be looking at different until I find out the stories behind. It be the stories behind.
Yeah, that's what it be. That's what it be. It be the story.
So, like I've dealt with multiple digit body counts, and I was just like, okay.
Like, what you mean you got charged for fucking in the car 3 times?
When they start like, how did he get you in the back of the truck with no windows?
What you mean you had sex with 4 niggas in one night?
You see what I'm saying?
That's another thing. Did you see that what Brittany Renner said? She had sex with 3 niggas in a day. Yeah. And all she got was a yeast infection.
Word.
My whole thing is, why was you having sex with 3 niggas in a day? She said out of the 35 bodies, 17 were one night stands.
I don't know if y'all ever saw this tweet. Chad had a freak. This is one of the funniest tweets I've ever seen in my life, bro. It was like 3 in the morning. He posted an old screenshot. He said, "Who up with no yeast?"
Oh yeah.
Fucking crying, bro.
Yo, no.
Bro,
On some real shit. On some real shit. We talked about TRP and Chad and Matt a lot this episode. Chad? No.
Bro, I thought I'd be drawn, bro.
No. You have nothing on Chad. This is like toned down Chad.
Bro.
I think me and Chad were like Facebook friends because we met up for some sneakers, like literally like 10 years ago, right? I think we added each other. I think I unfriended him immediately. Like I think he said some wild shit on Facebook. Like Chad been wilding since I've known of Chad.
I seen that shit, bro. It was late as shit. It was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning, right? Nigga said, "Who's up with no yeast?"
No.
Crazy.
When Chad like wake up, I think Chad wakes up in the middle of the night and be like, "Yo,
what's the wildest shit I can say?"
Like, I feel like he'd wake up and be like, "It's time to get my shit off." Like, y'all asleep? All right, bet.
I just was scrolling. I'm like, what the fuck did I just say?
Yeah, he be wildin'. But yeah,
that's a funny nigga, bro.
No, Chad funny shit. Like, did you see his page? So he had, like, when I first started getting on Twitter, heavy, like 2019, I followed him. Cool, we follow each other back. We bid. That was PP snapped on some people because he, like, they was like, "You broke." He posted all this bread.
I remember this.
His page got suspended because they was salty because he wasn't broke.
Yeah.
Next John, his page literally was a bid, bro. The page was called "This Ain't Me."
Yeah.
Like he be drawing, bro. He was wilding out on there, but it was a little bit more tame. Then this one, it's the TRPE page, so it's like this is second TRPE page.
The first one,
so the first one was a little bit more tame, but then if you get him mad, he gonna be like, "All right, eat a dick." Like he's gonna start. So
that you who up with no yeast joint, that joint be crying. I saved that one to my phone. I saved that one.
Yeah, who up with no yeast is crazy. But
it's a very good question.
Relax.
It's a very good question.
Relax.
We see that they be fucking 3 niggas a day. They get used to it.
Relax. You know what I'm tired of, and I don't. Speaking of like shit you don't feed into an algorithm. Travis Kelce, and Taylor Swift.
I have completely removed myself from it. But remember how we talked about the fact that music is intertwining into a deeper part of our culture? Mm-hmm. Football is damn near like part of the backbone of America. Mm-hmm. And the fact that the NFL has in their bio, their official Instagram page, the Chiefs are 2-0 at Swifties.
Right.
What are we doing? What happened to the game I love? It's so ingrained that they know that this is going to drive NFL to another platform. All the little white people or people that don't like the NFL but love Taylor Swift, we didn't plan a whole new fan base.
For sure. And they had it earlier, like 2-0 for the Swifties or something like that. Like,
the Kansas City Chiefs are 2-0 at Swifties.
No, I'm saying the NFL had that in their bio.
I saw that, yeah.
Like, oh, yeah. So it's like, I don't know. They changed it now. I'm talking about Christian McCaffrey for MVP.
Somebody scored a touchdown and they went immediately to her reaction.
And it wasn't even Travis Kelce's scoring. That nigga had like 30 yards.
Yeah, so it's just like, it's very nasty. It's very, I get it. Like, you got shareholders satisfied. I get it. But you're taking away from the game for me. You know,
just pencil the Chiefs in for the Super Bowl at this point.
I haven't kicked the game.
I mean, you pencil them for the playoffs every year as long as Pat Mahomes back there. Yeah, you can pencil them in.
So I got this, shout out John Cannon. I got this video. I want y'all to react to it, man. It's a terrible segue, but I don't care. Let's react to it.
Best thing you can do. Dating young is probably the best thing you can do. Because when you date young, it's more about, do I like this person or not? Yeah. It's not about what this person has. The older you get, the more you're worried about what this person has. So when you are dating young, y'all can actually build together.
Oh, Mark. I have the same take. I don't think you know what's about to happen. There's 2 select groups, and they're both very bitter. Older divorced men, older women with too high of standards. Let me break down both.
Young men don't get married. My wife did me wrong, and so that means every woman bad. And I don't want to see y'all go through what I go through, but really I don't want to see y'all be successful in what I couldn't be successful in.
And then there's the ladies. Don't listen to this, ladies. He just trying to give you the bare minimum and marry you. They're miserable. Fact of the matter is, this is fact. They attacked me when I had this take a couple months ago. I said, if you find the one, y'all got a good connection, same plan in life, same goals, get married. Because if y'all not end up getting rich together and you're married and it don't work out and y'all get a divorce, she's literally taking half of what y'all built. There's no quarrels there. And if you fuck up, broke, and you get a divorce, what's she gonna take, bro? Half of nothing? She gonna take half of nothing? You see what I'm saying? If it don't work out, it don't work out, and there's very little consequence. And if it does work out for y'all building together while you're still married, you still win, even if it ends up in divorce. It's the best case scenario. So for the ladies who are like, I'm not giving my best years to some man, do you really want to be the woman who's in decline thinking, dang, I should have been building something in my best years? Why would you want to give your best years to everyone and then give your decline to your husband?
That's a bar.
And guys, why would you want to get rich or get your money right before you get married? But you can end up being like all these other dudes out here. She didn't want me for my money. She didn't want me for my money. These women don't want nothing but my pocket. You gotta pick your poison. You want to be young and turn, but you want to do this shit right.
Shout out John Cannon. He snapped really bad on that. Shout out to
some of my favorite TikTok.
shout out to Mark, because he snapped too.
I would say.
I totally agree. And my mentor goes against that. He says, wait till I'm 35.
I think it's depends on what you want out of life. I think the one thing that is objective here is that it depends if you want to do life the right way or if you just want to have fun. But whatever your best years are, is subjective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as far as who you are as a person, not, you know, health wise or
Yeah.
but who you are as a person. You might not be in your best years from 18 to 30,
Mhm.
but 35 to 40, you might be, you know, you might be the best possible person. So I agree with it from my point of view because that's what I would want. That's what I want out of life. I want a wife. I want a family. I don't mind. I think, and this is something I had a conversation with a lot of people when I got out of that mindset because I was a victim of it. Like, damn, what if someone will only want me for my money? It's just like, I don't have shit.
Yeah.
Like, I was just having this conversation.
That's a great realization to have.
I was having this conversation with Byron and Steve, and we was talking about it. I'm like, bro, we don't even. I was like, they make more money because they're serious about it. I'm like, yo, y'all don't even have shit. And they was like, damn, we don't. I was like, I said, y'all both finished college with degrees. I said, y'all debt probably match our salaries. I was like, so what is she gonna take your debt? What can she really take from
I
it?
mean, I will, because my debt low as shit, honestly.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's just like, when they was, because I was like, I think a lot of young men fall victim to the mindset because it was pumped into our brains through TV.
Right. And
it's just like, I used to be a victim of it. And I was just like, what the fuck could she really take from me? When I understood the monetary value of the things I have, she gonna take half of my debt.
She gonna take them phone deposits.
Shit, that's even more reason to get married. You taking half of my debt. Like, so it's just like,
she gonna take the phone deposits and go to WNBA.
No, she can't do that.
Keith, what you think?
I agree with him. It's kind of like, bro, you get married. You get married when you're comfortable enough to do it, when you're financially stable, when you're done. I don't want to say done building, but when you're done building the foundation of what you want your marriage to be, that's when I feel like you should get married.
I just think
when you have it.
We all grow and change as people, and I think the best time to start growing with somebody.
No, you don't want to get married too early. I'm sorry to cut you off, because you can grow out the marriage, bro. These dumb ass people. Go ahead.
But a lot of people do feel like a lot of people don't understand the concept of marriage, and I think once you understand the concept of marriage, that's when you can get married, because you might not like your partner for 2-3 years, but that's who you decided to marry.
Till death do you part.
Yeah, but I don't think people understand that concept. You know, for whatever reasons you know, or religion you follow or whatever your idea of binding your soul to another person, you have to understand what that means. Like, you're not going to be the same person that you met at 18 at 25.
Right.
You might hate her. So you have to learn to love that person all over again. Mm-hmm. And you might break up. Y'all might need a couple months apart, but it's just like you have to realize that's who you're committed to.
My dad told me the realest shit right in the middle of the pandemic. Well, start of 2020. And he said, yo, look, why you in redacted breakup, right? And I'm like, oh, we kind of like outgrew it. And he was like, yo, y'all was dating for quite some time, like a good chunk of y'all adulthood. Did y'all both want to? And I was like, well, we still dating technically. We just broken up. So like, I don't think neither one of us truly wanted to. And he like, see, y'all being immature. He said there might be months you don't like this person. Like, damn, I'm not feeling this new version of this person. Because you could wake up and be somebody different every single day. So like you might be months you don't like this person, but the love keeps you there, and then you start to develop like where it's like instead of I like when she do this like she used to, or it's like you develop to where it's like yo she got this new laugh I like that John, or yo she make these wings I like this John she do that, and or we connect on this level now she has a new sense of humor now.
That comes with a willingness to grow.
Yeah, willingness to grow.
The other part of it is that a lot of people get stuck on that person being who they met at 18, and it's just like she like new shit now, bro.
That's how.
Like I like new shit now. So
yeah, they don't give people
the chances to grow, but it's hard to watch somebody you love grow out of who you were in love with.
Yeah.
And into somebody new you're going. It's a very hard thing to do. So I don't think it's easy, but if you're going to make that commitment,
people want everything to be easy.
Yeah,
that's the
best time to make that commitment is young, because it's like the beauty of growing with somebody from 18.
Marriage hard as fuck.
That's why I'm trying to tell people it's not as easy as you think it
like
is.
Raising a child and getting married can derail your entire plan of life.
Yeah.
They are two of the hardest things you will ever have to do. But for a lot of people have the aspiration to do both of these things. It takes a lot of fucking hard work.
Yeah.
And
that's why I say it's based on what you want out of it.
Yeah. If you quit on everything, bro, you probably shouldn't get married.
Exactly.
Honestly, it might not be for you. If you have commitment issues, you definitely shouldn't get fucking married. And you know what I mean? Like,
you also have to realize the other minute details of it, and I wouldn't even say this minute. You can fall in love with the wrong person. You can fall in love with people fall in love with abusers all the time, whether it's emotionally, financial, physically.
Real shit.
And you end up marrying that person.
As soon as you don't put that mustard on that sandwich, knuckles.
Yeah, but that's why we say do it early, because you can divorce this soon, and nothing happens. Why are you laughing?
Huh?
Why are you laughing?
Like,
Sounds crazy.
What? I was thinking that the Dennis Rodman joint.
So
Knuckles sandwich, bro.
Knuckles.
Yeah, but yeah, shit be getting bad, bro. I'm gonna skip that for next week. Did y'all see the flooding in New York?
Yeah, that shit flooded like wrapped out luck. That's what's crazy.
Do y'all know exactly why we have this problem?
Wow.
I'm gonna break it down in a few parts, and not to nerd y'all out, but basically American infrastructure is fucked. We know that, but the problem why it's fucked mainly is the water pipes, and they made the water pipes. I believe in 1972, the Clean Water Act bill, it changed the water pipe system from federal funding to state funding,
Which is fucking insane.
which is insane. But at the time, it worked out really, really well because a lot of cities, I think a lot of suburbs wasn't as developed, and a lot of the inner city weren't as developed as they are now. So on the lower level, Richard Nixon was, actually praised for this. It was a really good bill. It helped advance us as far as providing clean water for a lot of kids and a lot of people in their everyday life, period. Now, it led to, the Clean Water Act led to new infrastructure being put up as far as water pipes go that was supposed to last about 50 to 70 years, including like dams and just everything.
Well, 50 to 70 years, buddy, yeah.
That's why we're getting to the point now whenever it rains in a lot of these major cities, shit is bad. And they also switched it from you getting grants to loans. That's why you see a lot of the, like when you go vote, which a lot of people don't, there's usually a question about should the city borrow this to fix this.
It's at the bottom too.
And
it's usually in a big box with a lot of words and niggas can't read.
It used to be a grant.
Yeah.
So what happens is we're getting to the end of, you really can't maintenance, like certain points you shouldn't maintenance an old car.
Yeah.
You should just get a new one.
Yeah.
And we're getting to the point where they're going to have to build, like a lot of times, like a few years ago, when it was grants, they would just build new ones. And a lot of times you see cities where it's like, damn, how they surviving? It's newer technology. And they'll have the same problem in 15 to 20 years. And the funds are not being allocated correctly. So we were kids in 2000, but from 2000 to about now, essentially water bills have like 10x or whatever.
Like in homes?
Yeah.
So
Right. Water bills, they have went crazy. They have went insane as far as they're doubling inflation, tripling inflation in certain areas. The water, you would think that revenue can drip over to the water pipes,
but
they're not using that.
It goes to shareholders. Yeah.
They're not using that money
These
to fix up anything.
These aren't private companies anymore.
And
these are openly traded companies at this point.
And Biden, people kind of come out and say Biden didn't do anything, and no, I'm not a Biden apologist. But the infrastructure bill was actually something really, really needed. But they're estimating that we need about $400 billion worth of infrastructure work. And the bill was large. I think it was $1 trillion bill. The problem is $55 billion was the money allocated to the water pipe system.
Only 55 billion?
Yeah. So
you need 400 billion.
Yeah, and see,
Ain't
we
it
have
crazy how bills are detailed to where the money could the bill
allocated.
will be labeled $1 trillion water bill, but they only get 55.
Well, it's infrastructure, so you got to think,
Yeah.
and you got to think about these bridges breaking down and shit too. So it's like that fucks with commerce too. So it's like they got to fix that. They got to fix potholes all across.
I just
all
feel
types
like
of shit.
we shouldn't have to do that for shit that has to make the country.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where politics gets extremely nasty because we're fighting over shit that we all need.
Like, why are we regulating whether or not we want to fix the subway system? Like, bro, everybody needs a subway system.
No, not everybody doesn't need a subway system. Think about who needs.
Every city that has a subway system needs the subway system.
But think about who in the city needs the subway system.
People.
What kind of people?
You don't want to say poor people.
No, inner city people.
You don't want to say inner city people either.
Why not?
Nigga, my job. You know who we service?
Inner city people.
No.
I mean, you service the
No.
but like inner city people. Like the
It's a
one
conversation for
the one the subway runs from South Philly to North. I mean to up to.
I don't work for the subway.
But this is what
I see what you're saying, but I don't
you
work for the subway.
you said
My job, like specifically
right,
my
but
job.
you said the subway system. This is what we're talking about. The subway
The
system.
rail system.
Oh shit. I don't know where you work at, Keith. But
Yeah, I don't know why we're here.
yeah,
To be honest,
it's
it's
crazy.
wow. Like, oh my god,
I kept saying the subway system.
Yeah, but
where do I work?
yeah, I mean, infrastructure is fucked here, and we're gonna need some people to pass some bills. But this is all again back to voting.
Yeah.
Like-
It starts there.
It's back to voting, and I hate to sound like one of those. Voting gonna save us if you just vote. These white people gonna help us, but like,
community is gonna save us. Voting on common, like understanding what our common goal is, lobbying for our common goals, realizing like, oh shit, all of our kids go to these public schools.
Yeah.
We should vote for that. Like that should be common sense. That shouldn't even be, oh, why am I want to give these kids my money? Your kid goes to the same fucking school.
Right.
That shouldn't even be a debate in your mind. Oh, we need clean water. Damn, the pipes bust again for the third time in 3 years. Oh, there's a vote for that? I should go vote for that. It shouldn't be a debate in your brain about it.
yeah, real shit.
That kind of goes back to the conversation that we had about like why isn't infrastructure invested in more, and it's kind of like the beneficiaries of infrastructure would be people who they see that are less than, whereas like like I don't want to improve.
I mean, there's also this other side of it because at the end of the day, the top 1% runs on us, on inner city people, lower paid people. Like they can't run without us, but you also have to satisfy your shareholders. So it's a double-edged sword. So someone made a good point that in the 70s and the boomers or whatever, they leveraged our future to pay for their lives. So you can't go take $1 trillion and redo the entire, system or just one system, because now people whose shareholders, pension funds, 401ks are taking a mass loss, and now you're affecting a whole other side of the economy. And that's why a lot of people think our country is going off the rails, because at some point we have to make a choice. And what are we going to do?
Prioritize them.
When we come to that impasse,
Grease
what are we
pockets
gonna
or
do?
help people.
Yeah.
And we've increased
But it's
the
just
pockets
like,
enough.
do you kill off an entire generation of older people?
Yes, that would be my.
I mean, the
choice.
70s were economic hell, so I could see why they did that.
It made the most sense at the time, but we're coming to a point where we have
we're
to
running a country here.
Yeah, you see what I'm
It ain't
saying?
like we're running like this is
Yeah.
a 25-year society.
Yeah,
Like
we're
supposed to be a powerhouse too.
we're supposed to be a dynasty, and we're running into a point where we're making a change of
Yeah,
the
we run
guard.
like we supposed to be running the dynasty. We running like the Sixers.
Yeah, we're coming to where we're changing the card, and it's like we got Daryl Morley, and everybody else training for Damian Lillard, and we got Kelly Oubre. You see what I'm saying? It's just not the best choice here.
I'll knock all this shit over right now.
But but that's where we're coming to as a country, and I don't know what we're gonna do when we make that because the boomer generation has all the power.
Yeah, we can't clip this part up. I know y'all don't give a fuck about this.
Yeah, people are like, this got way too technical.
Yeah,
I'm just
But
finding
like,
it
think about
interesting.
the senator who just died. She was 90 plus. She's been in office for longer than all of us have been
She was a
alive.
piece of shit.
She got that jab.
Yeah.
Killed her. Huh? Listen, let's go on to music.
What?
The jab. You know how every time somebody dies, they're like, the jab killed them.
Yeah.
But listen, let's close out with music, guys. Pretty long episode here. How do y'all feel? I'm gonna save that for next week. But so Tupac's killer,
Keefe D.
Keefe D. Well, his alleged
Yeah,
killer.
I was gonna say Keefe D was the one that he was in the car.
Yeah, but how do y'all feel? I know y'all really don't. Y'all not really big Tupac fans or whatever.
I mean, I just listened to Chet and Mad's full segment on this.
Oh shit. Yeah, but how do you feel, nigga?
No, I'm just saying, like, they gave a lot of information on it. How I feel about it is it's dumb. Like, what are we talking about at this point? It's been so many years.
I think he thumped his nose at the law too many times.
Yeah, like, why did you? I mean, I get it. He was trying to sell a book. He was trying to sell.
Yeah, but
it's like you were going on a meeting.
And also, he's talking about this immunity thing. There's different jurisdictions.
Yeah.
Like, you have immunity with the LAPD.
Oh, I thought it was Las Vegas. No, LA.
He talked to a LAPD detective.
But he's not in Los Angeles.
Like, I'm like 90% sure he talked to a LAPD guy. Hold on. Because he's from LA.
Yeah.
And he basically got caught.
I guess it's kind of like, you might be running out of money. And it's just like, I still got a family to feed. So if I go do this media run, even if I go to jail, I don't go buy the book, I don't go buy the documentary, I'm going to get paid off it somehow, some way. And then I fuck around, still be able to beat the case and get back out of jail. It's just like a risky run. But it's just like, I feel like most people know who killed Tupac at this point. Most people know the story. And we're running into another cycle in our society where we're just repeating content. We're repeating.
Sorry. Former LAPD Greg Kading
So
explaining what a proffer agreement is and how Keefe D cooked himself with it in regards to Tupac. Proffer only applies to what was said while being interrogated. Anything said in future interviews, books, or other films or media are all fair game to use. So it's like, one, this is a totally different. Because I saw Chad's tweet about it. I didn't really feel like engaging in a Twitter or whatever. Like if Chad was like really like my man for real, I would have texted him like, yo, bro, I think this. You know what I mean? We probably would have texted about it. But yeah, like Grant Kading says it best. Like, nigga, look, he say nigga, but yo, like if I'm with the LAPD and I give you a proffer agreement that you can't be charged in this case from me, you know what I mean? Or I won't work with the other, and you go say the same, then I'm like, whatever you say right now for this 2 hours,
it's cool.
It's cool. And you go say the same shit for years and years and years, you're going to be charged. Yeah. And it's a thing of, it becomes people like, oh, you can't prove Keefe D, or he never said he shot him. And then it becomes a thing of, well, he's in the car. And he puts himself there multiple times.
At work, I mean, at minimum, you're a conspiracy.
No, it's not even a conspiracy. You get charged with the, like, you know, a lot of states do that. You get charged with the same thing. Like, it's like you go rob a bank and I'm the driver. I get charged with bank robbery too. Like, it ain't like,
unless you lie, like, yo, he put my life in danger.
Yeah, that's the only thing I can do. But I'm not a nut ass nigga like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm it. Like, you feel what I'm saying?
Me? I'm a nut ass nigga.
The whole time I'm gonna reverse switch. I'm gonna be like, nah, he for sure he played this shit. He the driver. He had the road.
Did y'all see the TikTok of the boy? He was sitting outside with his family, and the guy walked up with the mic and was like, "Would you snitch?" He's like, "Hell yeah, I'm a snitch." And all his family like, "He ain't no snitch." He said, "Nigga, I'm a snitch on you." He was like, "I've never been in that situation, but I hope y'all know I'm a snitch if y'all put me in that situation."
The funniest thing about that shit is kind of like, bro, I'll never put myself in this situation, so I could just be like, yo, I'll never snitch.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, what if you get in the car with me and I got a dirty pistol and we get pulled over?
I'm jumping out that motherfucker while I was moving.
Now you look guilty and I'm putting the pistol on you.
I mean, funny story. My pop said it was like snowing outside. He hopped in the car with his man. They was driving. He said cop whooped him. And he was like, this joint, he said he looked over, he peeped like, oh, this joint's stolen. He said, boy, try to like do all this maneuver. He said, I jumped out. I fell under the car. And the cop, he said, it was snow on the ground. He said, the cop did not see me. He said, bro, I never changed my clothes so fast and got out of there. I was nervous as shit. I was like, damn, that's ass. But yeah, my thing is a Tupac fan or whatever. And like I've already said on this podcast, by street rules, Pac had to go. And, you know, he touched a made killer in Orlando Airton and stomped him out and whatnot. And that was his last straw in a sense as far as the streets go. Mm-hmm. And I always, like when I was younger, because there's a book, I think his name is John Potash. I'm pretty sure. I read this book in about 10th or 11th grade. John Potash. The FBI War on Tupac Shakur and Black Leaders, U.S. Intelligence. U.S. Intelligence's murderous targeting of Tupac. And I know a lot of people look at it like, yo, that nigga was a hypocrite and this and that. But it's like, those people, y'all know what I'm talking about, the FBI. They obviously thought he was dangerous and possessed a lot of power, because even in his last days, his phones were tapped. And he didn't know his phones were tapped. And he was speaking some real, like, things about how to reinvigorate the LA communities. So it's like,
yeah, I want that.
You know what I mean? They was like, can you imagine walking home from school and people walking up to you like trying to interview you, ask you questions about your mom? COINTELPRO was doing that because of the Black Panthers and he's surrounded by them. So it's like, yeah, he's like, I would probably be mentally fucked up too if I'm not let outside. And the dumb shit is fun. So once you're exposed to the dumb shit, it becomes like that low-hanging fruit, but like, I'm smart too though. We
downplay a lot of the dumb shit, but a lot of that shit.
But that shit is fun. But it's like, so I feel like, you know, I know Pac is very polarizing to say the least. But as a fan, I guess, you know, it's okay. It don't really affect my life.
Yeah, no, that's the other thing. It's like, it's not gonna change anything.
It's not gonna change
Pac
anything.
is gone.
And Biggie is a retaliation.
Everybody from that situation, damn near dead or in jail.
Besides the two people that was using the two talents as pawns.
Yeah. Well, no, Suge Knight in jail.
Yeah, but
Diddy is out. Right, Diddy Bop.
Yeah. Yeah. Love. Yeah.
You call some Dr. Love?
I don't know. But yeah, like the Biggie thing. Biggie won't get the same reciprocity because the LAPD was directly involved in Biggie's murder, and I'll keep it at that. And this Keefe D thing is not new to me. For at least a decade now, and this was confirmed by Crips once I worked in the music industry. So, yeah, man. Shout out to the Shakur family. I hope y'all, like, Mapreen was just getting interviewed. I'm pretty sure Mustafa, who's one of the outlaws, a reformed Muslim now, is probably, you know, rejoicing and happy to hear the news that at least someone is going to be, you know, possibly be held accountable. And I saw a tweet by Knife Wonder. You know what Knife Wonder is, right? No? Yes? No?
Yes.
Oh,
I do. Yeah.
He was asking, I'm over here thinking like, yeah.
He said, y'all keep shopping, keep sampling, keep passing the soul continuum down to the next generation. We are the perfect vessels for it. Hip-hop was the vessels for the 70s to pass to the 90s. Now the 90s to now. Keep being the bridge. Basically he's saying like that's for all the people that are like complaining about sampling in hip hop. Do y'all feel like sampling is going too far, or we're just at a weird time in hip hop?
So here's my discourse on it. I don't mind that you sample, make it good.
I feel like these songs are really bad, but I also feel
that's
like
the problem with it, because it's not like the songs that you're sampling are bad. You're just bad sampling.
I think the problem also is there's a study on music between generations about why like older people call younger generation music noise, and it's kind of like a dog whistle. You know, only dogs can hear the dog whistle for real, right? And that's how they're saying music is similar as far as the frequency goes, like where it becomes noise. Like you ever heard like yo this new quote unquote hot young boy, you go listen to him, it's like what the fuck? Mm-hmm. How do y'all listen to this?
You gotta have an ear for music.
And it's like you gotta have
like literally.
Yeah. So it's like,
But it's
I think we
'cause-
might be reaching that, and we recognize it, and then it's like, you look at the quality from like, yo, this is a classic song. That's why they're sampling it. It's like the quality is dropped. Y'all got to think from the perspective of y'all sampling timeless songs from the 70s and the 90s, and it's like,
I would lose my shit.
You
I
talking
forget.
about having sex?
I forget what song NLE Chopper sampled. It was a Nelly song.
Higher.
Yeah, like you sample that song, cool. Like it wasn't a good sample, and that's another thing. Like the samples don't even be like clever. Where it's like, damn, where did sample
Yeah, I
come
couldn't
from?
tell.
That's the
It'd be the
other-
whole song.
Yeah.
That's the other.
It'd be the remake.
Yeah, it's not like Kanye sampling Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes "I Miss You"
But this is
to
what
make
this is what I was
"Can't Be
saying.
Life."
We're
It's like
running
the whole
into
song.
a recycling circle. Like, why are they making Mr. and Mrs. Smith again? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They doing what?
Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
With who?
Donald Glover and somebody else. I can't remember her name. I don't want to disrespect her name, but yeah. But that's what we're
Like
running.
we did House Party again. Why did we do House Party?
Why do we do House Party again with LeBron, right?
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
And the best part of the movie was y'all two niggas going to jail.
Why are we doing this? But we're running out of ideas, and no idea is original per se, but there's no type of creativity added to it. He did Higher and basically had the same scheme, same idea.
It's the same shit.
He didn't add any spin to it, and I would say I have an ear for music because I listen to music from every generation. I even like new music, so it's just like it doesn't sound like noise to me. It sounds like I can be in tune with a lot of shit that there's a lot of Yeast songs I like. I like some shit Lil Tyler say. I like some shit that I just be hearing. But the samples have gotten to a point where they're not even adding anything to it. They're just like, yo, I'm gonna repackage what you made and sell it so I can stay relevant. I don't care if you get all the profit from it. I just gotta keep my name out there.
That's why I like this new age of rap that people don't like. Like I like Yeet, and I'm not ashamed to say it, but it's like the songs that he raps about, like he's not his producer, the beats that he chooses to rap on, they're not sampling or just taking the whole beat from, let's say, like a Nelly Hot here. Like that shit is original. It may sound like noise to you because like, yo, what the fuck is he saying? But that shit hot to me. Like I
love
fuck with that.
anybody that tries to push the culture forward, even if I don't necessarily like it.
Yeah.
Like who is somebody that, like XXXTentacion, I didn't like a lot of the shit that
I
he
didn't
put
listen
up,
to that guy.
but he was trying to push the culture forward, and he got a song that I do like. I can't think of the name of it.
Yeah, he got like two songs that I like, but
There's some shit he
overall,
got that I like, but
He got some shit
I
I
can
like.
tell he was trying to push the culture somewhere. So even if if it wasn't for me, you trying something new.
Yeah.
Niggas don't even be trying nothing new.
Yeah.
And I think that's where we are. No one wants to try nothing new.
What did he say? Everybody's scared. Everybody's afraid because it didn't work, or they're afraid it won't work.
Yeah, because like NLE Chopper got a song that I like. And it's just like, you're not even doing that no more.
Yeah, I'm cool. I'm cool.
yeah, I'm cool off cuz. Cool off cuz.
He's too young for me in the musical sense.
But like, remember Blueberry Faygo?
Bye.
The light skinned
I
boy?
thought you was talking about mixing with lean, bro.
No, it's a song like one, and she do what I say so too. You know what I'm talking about, but I used to play
Light
it.
skin?
I remember,
Is it by Sofego?
but he got accused of rape and the girl was lying, and now his whole career in the toilet.
Sofego?
Yeah.
His career not in the
No,
toilet.
not him. What is?
I know that because my little brother listened to Sofego. He put on one song. Shout out to Sofego. Backseat. Shit to mom. I listen to
Lil
I listen
Mosey.
to the- I don't even know that nigga.
Lil Mosey.
Yeah, I don't know that nigga.
Kai's in the trenches, y'all hear?
Y'all know this song.
Sure.
I'm not gonna play it.
No.
Copyright. Strike down.
Oh, we almost missed something. I was about to close out. The Cole verse. What you think about the verse, Keith?
I liked it. That's all I'll say about that.
What you think about the verse, guys?
I think it was a good verse. I think I was back. I think he's gonna bat 1,000 again for the rest of the year.
I think Yachty caught the body. I'm just
Yachty
gonna
can
say
rap.
it.
There's no way.
I'm just gonna say it.
But
I'm just gonna say it.
Saying he caught the
He did
body
catch
is
the
crazy.
He caught the body.
He's trying to. What are you talking about?
Yachty caught the body.
Yachty
Which
is somebody
way?
else that
Huh?
I like because he's pushing the
In
culture
what way?
forward.
And it's kind of like shit that we expected from Cole, so it's just like
No.
whatever.
No.
Yachty caught the body.
No. He didn't catch the body.
Round goes to Yachty.
No, it doesn't. That was crazy. I guess you're potty. Content over everything, man. What the fuck?
You can't say he rapped better than Cole on that beat, bro.
Like, what the fuck?
He was pushing the culture forward. It sounded different, but he
He
was
feel like keep it P.
Yeah.
But somebody was like, yo, Cole only do this to mumble rappers, and I was like, yo, he got on a song with Royce the 5'9" is one of the best rappers ever as far as technical rapping skills, and he cooked him too. He got on a song with Benny, who's one of the best technical rappers right now. Cooked him too. Like, Cole does this. And the more I listen, it's like 52-48 Benny. Well, 52-48 with the Benny and Cole.
It wasn't like a lap. He didn't
yeah,
lap.
but he won. He got over it. And it wasn't his song, which is great. But Joe Budden had something very, very... Joe Budden praised the verse, but he didn't take back his praise, but he was just like, rap is kind of... The art of rhyming words is in it.
Absolutely.
Because he was like, this verse
is very good, but
he's like from 93 to 2003.
It'd be a regular verse.
He was like, this is a regular verse. Like, this is what we had to do to get attention or get a song clear.
This wouldn't get you posted on every media.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly.
It's like, listen to this new song.
Exactly. Yeah. And he was like, yo, like me. He was like, I'm gonna include me in there because I'm a narcissist fucking around. But he was like, yo, me, Big L, like that 93 to 03. He was like Styles, Kiss.
Imagine trying
Lloyd Banks, Ransom.
Listen to the niggas you naming, bro.
Mace.
Imagine you going to the studio like, yo, Jada got a verse coming up.
Yeah, like
what
that.
the
Jada.
fuck I'm gonna do?
Yeah.
What the fuck am I gonna do?
Biggie got a verse. like
imagine getting that phone call like, yo, bro, I know you're in the studio, but Hov just dropped Reasonable Doubt. What the fuck are you doing?
I would. It's funny, 2 didn't respond, but I was talking about Tupac at the time, so he texted me, right? I wasn't gonna feed into it. But I was just like, yo, I'm not trying to have this conversation. You don't like Tupac. Yeah. Remember he tried to act like he did in the barbershop. You don't like Tupac, bro. And it's cool. I do. I was like, bro, I'm not this person that's just on some, I like Tupac because I'm supposed to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know how niggas, like,
I went through my phase of where I like Tupac, and then I was like, I like Tupac because I'm supposed to. Then I didn't like Tupac, and then I re-listened to his music, and I like Tupac. It's definitely some phases you gotta go through.
But it's like I don't necessarily like him because I'm supposed to. I'm a fan of his work, and I was talking to him about it. He didn't respond, but because I was like, yo, I don't want to seem like I'm coming from the young boy perspective, and I'm like, get out of here, old head. I'm not trying to tell you how it was, because he talked about like, yo, Pac wasn't the GOAT while he was alive, and I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, like 91, 92, 93, and I'm like, yeah, he wasn't in his prime yet, like. Tupacalypse now, you're going up against America's Most Wanted. When Q is that nigga, you going up against It Takes a Nation, Public Enemy's album that's like a top 10 rap album ever. You going up against some shit. 92, 93, you going up against Chronic and Doggy Style. Like, you're going up against real hitters. But at the same time, like, you can't do that and smooth the goalposts, and like, cause it's like in '94, who was considered the GOAT? LL Cool J, Rakim, KRS-One. Like, these Big Daddy Kane. I
said let's go with them. No, LL Cool J.
No, LL Cool J was the GOAT. Like, LL Cool J had an album in '97 or '98 called GOAT. GOAT is brought to hip hop by LL Cool J.
Bro, the hardest realization you'll ever come to is LL Cool J was the first GOAT.
Like, LL Cool J was commercially, he was the GOAT. Bro, like, niggas wasn't fucking with LL Cool J.
My 8th grade teacher.
It wasn't standard solo. LL Cool J can rap his ass off, bro.
Bro, my 8th grade teacher damn near stopped class for a day. You a weirdo.
You a weirdo.
He stopped class.
Not to say he wasn't a weirdo himself, but LL Cool J was the first GOAT, and I'm gonna give it to him. Like, nobody at that point had done it. I gave it up to Drake.
He was taking hip hop to a place nobody could take it.
From 90. I was saying Drake with 09 to now, 14 years straight. At that point, nobody from LL Cool J got hot like mid 80s, so like 86 to 98. Nobody was consistently around and present and relevant in hip hop for that long.
You gotta think, it was a span in those years where rappers were just dying.
Rappers not even just dying; they just couldn't get no.
Yeah, they were just
niggas that get your. I Got It Made, I'm the Magnificent. Special Ed was hot as shit for 4 songs. Yeah. But what happens now? LL Cool J was consistently finding a way to be around. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, and then...
Your best ability is availability.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, like I was talking to Toot. Well, he didn't respond, but again, part 3. But it was like, yo, bro, like, I know Pac wasn't considered the GOAT when he dropped Me Against the World. All Eyes on Me and Machiavelli, but I consider those 3 the best albums ever, and that's why he's in my shit. But I'm like, yo, bro, I was talking mainly of like saying you can't say he wasn't hot when he sold 5 million in 5 months. That's crazy. Nobody was doing that. Like nobody. So it's like, and you had to go get the CD. So it's like it's a different conversation.
Think about the numbers niggas
And he said it on the couch. He was drawing, but it's one of my favorite interviews in the Vibe interview. Black Vest. He said, "Yo, y'all want to talk about I ain't get shot? Well, explain these fucking holes in me then. Y'all want to talk about I'm not the hottest nigga out? I sold 5 million in 5 months. Biggie's supposed to be the hottest nigga out. He sold 2 million in 2 years. Who hotter?" I said, "This nigga cooking. That's a bar. You might not be able to put that in words as far as a rap, but that's a fucking bar. And you can't argue with that. Like, so it's like
you can't argue with niggas that go to the store and buy it.
Yeah, like you starting to get to the point where it's like, and we're talking about like Drake and the number ones and how it's just a different game now. Or it's like a different game now. Like with just streaming, whether I like Drake or not, I'm gonna stream the song versus buying the single. So it's like, damn, like it's still a feat, but you know, but.
I think my friend Xavier made a good point. He said we're getting a better idea of who's actually listening to the music. Because some niggas bought Tupac CDs and listened to 2 songs.
Yeah. So
now we have that's the flip side to the streaming. Like we know exactly what you're listening to. Yeah. So it's like you can take away from Drake, like nobody's going to the store and buying it, but it's like niggas are choosing to listen to everything he puts out. It's a different argument. So yeah, that's why I put my goal argument.
14 straight years. What you go do, Keith? Fuck out of here. So no. All right, guys. We're gonna wrap it up. We're right at 2 hours. Yeah, man.
No errors. We made it.
No errors. We made it through. And let me get the fuck off before there's an error. See y'all next week, man.
Possible Theory, we out.